Morning, everybody. Oh, do I have some words to bomb diggity on you to say some words at? Yeah, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till people get in here. Good morning, Sam. And also I'm gonna play some music. Let's see what the music is. It's gonna be some be some bomb digging really cool music. Gonna sing a song. Yeah, check it out. Bam. Also, good morning, Sam. Good morning, Gray Fox. Good morning, Zach Snivy. I hope everybody enjoyed the video this morning. I've got good news. I'm not quitting YouTube because the video did okay. Like, how much is it at right now? Like 15K? 14K, okay. It's at 14K views. We're still not even at the 24-hour. Yes, 14,886. So yeah, that's... For just a random VG myth out of nowhere, it is a Nintendo game. But, you know, considering I haven't been doing the series regularly, that's much better results than I was afraid of. So yeah. Basically the entire channel is just going to be VG myths now. Forever. I'm never going to be playing video games normally again. Getting over it is the last one. After this, it's just terrible, terrible challenge runs. There may be some new people in the chat thanks to the new video. I mean, it's... I think most viewers of it were already regulars. But okay, yeah, let's get some getting over it. So I do have a very special surprise. Oh, and good morning, Lord Arenci. I think I never said good morning to you. And Zach, maybe. I don't know. I do have a special surprise after I finish getting over it. I'm not going to do like a long strem of it. But there is something... There's been a change in the formula. There's been an imbalance in the universe. Oh, and it's gonna be an awesome imbalance, let me tell you. Ooh, I can't wait to show you. Aha! And we're celebrating by speedrunning. God, I need to play, I need to get back to playing the Layton... That's right! I was planning on playing the Layton games in Japanese. That's legitimately an option for me now. Come to think of it, the Layton games, they tend to, you know, go for a low age rating. You know, since they're like a brain teaser collection, essentially. Really good brain teaser collections. But, I'm willing to bet that the Layton games, you know, use really low-level Japanese that I should have minimal issues understanding. So I could go ahead right now and go play the Layton games in Japanese. Huh, that's nice to think about. Maybe I should do that sooner rather than later. See, I think that'd be really neat since, you know... The whole Japanese voice cast, especially Japanese Layton. Mostly just Japanese Layton. English Layton is still awesome. Layton's just good in any language. But still, Japanese Layton, his voice is just... He's just delicious. He's perfect. Glad to see we're getting over it again. Morning, Mason. Yeah, you're gonna be even super gladder to see something. Okay, you're probably not gonna care. Most people here probably aren't gonna care. But I will be showing off a thing that I think is cool after getting over it. Which is why I want to speedrun really fast. I want to stop playing this stupid game so I can get to the next thing. I drew a wolf spider. It's a spider with the head of a wolf. Awesome. No, Leslam, that's awesome. Make a video game. Make that be an enemy in the video game. Not like an important enemy, but, you know, just a random enemy. Bonus! Is it golf? Be right back while I go find a golf. No, it's not golf. Oh, wow, nice. I wonder if that's how most people get through this section? You know, bouncing on the house like that, rather than the slow way up the stairs. Is it a henty? You know, it could be. It could be. But no, it's not a henty. Here we go into slow music. Oh, dagnabbit. Oh, and also Morning Shouty. And Delta, I guess, technically. You don't understand, I'm terrified of spiders. I was just supposed to draw a wolf, and then it morphed into this abomination. Oh god. I am so sorry. Oh, and also Morning Leslam and Morning Jadavis. Okay, here we go. Yeah, spoilers, but I'm thinking what I'm gonna do for next week is I'm gonna try and finish Splatoon 2 and get a video done on it, like, in a week for the... sub-weapons only thing. Well, not sub-weapons only, but none of the primary weapons. Ooh, ooh. Okay, cool. Also, Morning Suit. You know, this music actually works pretty well for getting over it, I think. Just the slow, calm, thinky music. Can you get to rank X in competitive with using... People are suggesting multiplayer things. I think that kind of goes against the idea of VG Myths a bit, if it's multiplayer, because, I mean... The answer is always just yes. The only question is, how much do your opponents suck? Okay, there we go. I was kind of sad since I fell, but we got back up really quick. Online play not rated for VG Myths. Well, what about if it was local co-op with everyone having the same handicap, i.e. Resident Evil 5 pistols only? Well, that would... I mean, that would... I was saying, like, online competitive multiplayer. If it's co-op, then sure. But even then, I wouldn't be the most super interested in it unless... I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be the most super interested in it. Like, at all. I think it'd be... Why not just do it alone? Like, having somebody helping you inherently makes it harder, right? Unless I guess if it's something like, you know... 2 persons, 1 controller, or some fancy thing like that, where it's actually legitimately harder by virtue of having 2 people. But if it's something like play Resident Evil 5 co-op, why make the game easier? Why? That's the thing. People keep suggesting VG Myths where they're like, can you beat Super Mario Sunshine, and you can use the hover nozzle occasionally, you know, like maybe 5 or 6 times during the run, but see if you can do it only the 5 or 6 times. Why not just not? Why not just beat it without, period? Why do you have to have these asterisks to make it easier? There we go. Co-op only mode like World. Ooh, ooh, there's a fun one. Portal, with 2 players, 1 controller. They each hold 1 side of the controller. Therefore, they're both in charge of different portals. And one will be in charge of moving, the other will be in charge of hitting switches. Play a co-op game by yourself? No, that is a good one. That's a good one, Delta. There's even stuff like Cookie and Cream, where like the game is designed around one player, well, not two controllers. It's still one controller, but one player, two characters. Did you hear they made a jumpless category in Super Mario Odyssey category extensions? Yeah. That was a while ago. Yeah, which is really neat. I looked at some of the speedruns there, and it's a nice feeling. I like that the some people, you know, caught on with the run. Oh, nice. Cool. I bet in Splatoon they're now going to make no hero shot. Oh, like as a speedrun thing? I mean, Splatoon is kind of old. I wouldn't really see them doing that. Honestly, I doubt they would have ever added the category for Odyssey if it weren't for the fact that I did that video like within a month of the game coming out. Was it within a month? I think it was. But yeah, well, the game was still super new. What music is this? Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. We did Curious Village a while back. I skipped Diabolical Box, just because I remember Unwound Future having particularly good music. Diabolical Box was the second game, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the second game. Yeah, it was. I remember, because I remember the contents of the box. That's right. No spoilers. You have to play the game if you want to find out what's inside the Diabolical Box. Oh, I love Professor Layton. I just bought my first plug game, and it's really fun. Ooh, awesome. Though, which game is it? Because, you know, they actually, well, they do make a decent attempt to make it that you can go into any one game and, you know, get the gist of that individual plot. There's a lot of stuff that carries between the games. And even, like, the puzzles, too. They have, like, They bring back old puzzles, like harder versions of them, and say, "Oh, you thought this was the hardest puzzle in the last game? Well, here it is, even harder." And then Professor Layton just brings up this like giant middle finger straight to the player. I swear the intro of these songs feels like other songs. Cass, A Link to the Past multi-dungeon song? I don't know. Maybe the artist plagiarized it. I highly doubt it, because they're good musics. Just like the Dragon Ball Z Budokai soundtracks! Oh god. That makes me sad. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games, they had really good music. Turns out, the guy who did the music plagiarized all of it. He was huge on plagiarism. He eventually got found out on it because he, they actually got him because people loved his work on the Budokai games to do the music for Dragon Ball Z Kai. And that's when people noticed, oh, he literally just took music from, like, Avatar. Of all movies you're gonna rip off the music of, you're gonna rip off something as popular and, like, mainstream as Avatar. You think nobody's gonna notice. And yeah, it turns out he'd been plagiarizing, like, pretty much all of the Dragon Ball Z music he'd done for years. And that's why Kai, they ended up replacing the entire soundtrack at one point. And they did the same thing with the Budokai games when they did the HD Budokai releases. They replaced the soundtracks on those, which is really sad because they legitimately had very good music. especially like the vocal themes. So it's really sad that we lost those. The cool thing is, Budokai 2 was never tainted. Because they're terrible people and they never ported Budokai 2. They never ported the best game in the I hate that. I hate that. Can I just express how mad I am that they did a Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD collection, and I hear those words, and I'm so excited because I'm like, oh yeah, all right, I can't wait to play Budokai 2, my favorite of the Budokai games, the glorious HD, and earn trophies and everything, and oh, it's 1 and 3. The Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD trilogy. By the way, it's only 2 of the trilogy. We didn't feel like doing the second one. We didn't think anybody cared. No. No, I wanted the second one. The second one is the best one because it has the board game. The story mode is a friggin' board game. Like, the first Budokai, the story mode was just, you know, a random series of predetermined battles. The third had, like, this weird world map thing that honestly just amounted to a preset series of battles. They just had annoying having to fly all around the map in between to find where the predetermined battle was. But Budokai 2, the story mode, like, actually had its own game. Like, if depending on how you played the board game, it would completely change which battles you got in. It was awesome. I own 2 copies of Budokai 2, PS2 and GameCube. You a good person. It's like how they messed up with the SNES Mini. No Chrono Trigger. I mean, that's not... I wouldn't say that's as egregious, Gray Fox, considering Chrono Trigger is, like, the one game. It's the only Super Nintendo Chrono Trigger game. They didn't, like... It's not like they went and included Chrono Trigger and Chrono Triple and didn't include Chrono Cross. That would have been egregious, but just not including Chrono Trigger at all in any capacity. That's not, like, super egregious. It's the fact that they skipped over Budokai 2. That's the part that's really insulting. If they'd just done Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 or Budokai 3 HD, like, I'd understand either or, if it was just the one game on its own. But to skip 2, just skip over it, deliberately say, we think that game sucks. So it's not worth it. Do not ride Snake? Suit, you must be new here. Also, dang it, I messed up. This is gonna cost me like 15 minutes. Top 10 best snakes for riding. Number 1, Liquid Snake. I shouldn't have gone there. You always seem to Strem getting over it when I'm busy. Oh yeah, I actually make that deliberate choice. I was actually looking at the, what day of the week are you friggin' come on. Damn it. It's all the bucket's fault. The worst part is I could have made it on that first swing. I wanted to play it safe. Playing it safe was very dangerous. Also, I'm glad I could help, Mason. There we go. Yes! Yes! No. Dang it. Oh, speaking of, I should do a thing. Ooh, oh! Oh my god, nice! Ah, check out that combo. Cool, cool, cool. I'm the only one who cares about Secret of Mana. Well, what games do the rest of you care about then? Oh, I care about Secret of Mana. I'd like to go and play, the first game again. But I'd want to play the original Japanese version. So I played the original, like, the English release of it, and I'd be interested in seeing, if there's any differences. Oh, whoa, that was scary. Near Pole Fazero escaped her. What? Good morning, Jason. What? Wait, Dead Rising? How did you know? Stop stalking me. Secret of Mana got an HD PS4 full-on remake. Was that... I don't think that was quote-unquote HD PS4 full-on remake. I think that was, I think that was like a multi-platform thing. I think it was like even intended for mobile. And I've actually heard some pretty bad things, that it was like half-assed. Which, apparently, if... Like, Square has half-assed a lot of their, intended for mobile stuff. Like, to the point that it literally looks like it was made, like, as a fan remake by a fan who clearly doesn't understand the software they're using. Don't get me started on mobile Square games. Hey, Suit! You know what I think is a great conversation topic to get us started right now? What do you think of the Square mobile games? If we had a conversation about the Square mobile games right now, that would just be so bomb diggity. Today suck. Please watch your mouth, Mason. Like, literally, look at your mouth. I don't know if you understand what it's saying. I don't. The wolf spider now has a top hat and cane, because he is a damn gentleman. Leslie, you're a good person. I know that wasn't addressed to me, but I felt like eavesdropping anyway. Very much so, champ. They are ugly and lazy, should be avoided if you have other options. I'm still looking for Final Fantasy V Advance rather than getting the easy-to-find PS1 or Steam releases. Actually, Zelta, I'm not sure... like, I actually first-hand experienced, I played Final Fantasy IV Advance, and the EXP gain on it was, like, ludicrously through the roof. Like, they made it, like, super easy mode, and I'm certain Final Fantasy V Advance did the same thing. It honestly seems like if you're gonna play most Final Fantasy games, like, compared to the remakes, you usually want to go with the original. Unless you want to play it, like, on a very, very easy mode that essentially plays itself. Like, no, I'm not knocking you if that's the kind of game that you do want to play. But, for me personally, it kind of... it really feels off, especially considering it's a remake of a game that already exists that is otherwise really faithful to the original game. Like, it's just, you know, let's just remake the original game, block by block, looking way prettier, and oh, let's take out the gameplay. Let's just remove the gameplay, we don't need that. Now, of course, it is worth noting when it comes to like the really extreme remakes, like where they actually went out and made them 3D when the originals were 2D. That's a bit, you know, more significant, and I'd recommend playing both actually. In particular, I don't know about Final Fantasy IV because I know Final Fantasy IV already had like predetermined characters and everything. Apparently, with Final Fantasy III, the original game did not have predetermined characters. They were player-made characters, Final Fantasy I style. Or at least, maybe that's not totally the case, but they at least were, like, they weren't very, they didn't have their own personalities or anything. They didn't have story arcs. They were just, you know, player-edited avatars. But the Final Fantasy III remake, the 3D remake, it actually straight out, like altered the story to give them their own personalities and predefined, designs and everything. Okay, Final Fantasy IV DS is hard, and Final Fantasy III DS is Final Fantasy IV style, when NES Final Fantasy III was Final Fantasy I style. Wait, what? I'm not sure. What do you mean by quote-unquote Final... Isn't Final Fantasy IV style just Final Fantasy I style, but with more pixels? That's how I always saw it. I mean, obviously it's not that simple. There were like evolutions in the designs over time, but I don't think it's like super that drastic of a difference to say that it's, you know, its own separate style. I think it was just like a natural evolution over time. Yeah, we done. Get me out of here. Dagnabbit. The worst possible place on this stupid... Okay, I'm gonna go this way. You keep complaining that no one else posts over getting on Cyberscore. I think the reason is because a speedrun leaderboard measures the same thing. I don't get what you mean by quote-unquote measures the same thing. What do you mean? Like on Cyberscore? The speedrun leaderboard on Cyberscore measures the same thing as the speedrun board that I keep linking to? I don't know what you mean. I wonder if they will remake Color a Dinosaur. I highly doubt whoever owns the rights is still around and cares. Honestly, whoever owns the rights to Color a Dinosaur probably either does not understand video games at all, and that is why Color a Dinosaur happened, or they understand video games and are scam artists, and that's why Color a Dinosaur happened. And we done. So let's see here. 27 minutes. 35 wins. Yeah. Cool. Okay, you're just talking about the speedrun.com leaderboard. Okay, but I mean, I don't... Speedrun.com doesn't have a metagame. That's the big thing. Who cares? I don't care. It only ranks you on getting over it. It doesn't rank you on every single video game ever made. And also, I'm not big on speedruns in particular, so even if it had a metagame, if the metagame is only about speedruns, that's just boring to me. Okay, so anyways, now that's done. So I had another thing I was gonna do. It was a bit of a random thing. So first, Professor Layton, get out of here. Now, let's see here. Okay. Okay, gotta boot something up. This is gonna be tricky getting it to pop up at exactly the right time. Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna get it set up right. Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm getting it set up. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, so I have recently acquired something. I recently acquired something of value. Oh, and oh, trust me, it is of a particular value. Okay, okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got DS Capture up in here. Ah, it just came in the mail today. Ah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this thing, but I'm gonna do things with this thing. First thing I'm gonna do is stream Oenden 2, just because this is like my jam. Of all the DS games, Oenden 2 is the jamminest. Look, it has cheerleader cats! I know of this game. What was it called? This is Oenden 2. The full title is Os Tatakai Oendan Moero no Ketsu Rizumu Damashi. Or wait, something like that. Os Tatakai Oenden 2 Moero Neketsu Rizumu Damashi. That's the full name. Wait, what? DS Capture? Yep. 3DS Capture, actually. But I'm testing it with a DS game, because I don't have any 3DS games. Oh, dang it. Oh, the window is... The window is actually a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be, but whatever. That's fine. Also, notice that the characters aren't, like, properly sized compared to... There's actually a setting in this. You can change the distance between the top and bottom screens. I decided to just leave it by default. What region of 3DS? It is a Japanese... I didn't even mention that, Delta. This is a Japanese 3DS. I don't have any Japanese 3DS games yet. That's why I'm doing DS games. I decided to play the long con. I care more about covering Japanese games than I do about covering, you know, just random dumb videos on English games. Like, the Japanese games, those videos would be more important. Maybe not as profitable, so... In retrospect, maybe not the best decision. But still, also my logic was, I can still play DS games. All of my DS games are now opened up. So that's a big thing on its own. Oh no, stop it. Let me play. Okay, I'm gonna play a song just for fun. Also, I should change the Twitch thing now that I've made the reveal. And yeah, I'm really glad Nintendo stopped the region locking with the Switch. Because now if there's any Japanese Switch games I want to play, I can just do it! I don't even have to worry about language barriers anymore! I can just buy a Japanese game right now if I wanted, and I could play it. That's so... if anybody is a hardcore gamer and is thinking about learning Japanese, go and friggin' do it. It opens so many doors. My god. So what is this game about? You'll see in a bit. I'll boot it up. I'm a little rusty. I'm wondering if I should play on the hardest difficulty or not. Yes, I will. Shut up. Shut up. Stop going into demo mode. Why does it go into demo mode when I'm on the main menu? Come on. Okay, maybe if I go in here. What a surprise. Moeru, Neketsu Rhythm, Damashi, Ostataka. Oh, it's... The Moero comes first in the title. Whoops. Is there a way to center the video feed? I could center it a bit more. This is cobbled together really quick. Like I said, I just got it today. I can move it around. I could, like, make one screen bigger than the other, but this particular game, the top and bottom screen are equally important. So, what I could do is have them side by side even, but again, in this particular game, notice they, like, continue the art from the top and bottom screens. So even then, having them top and bottom is generally preferred. And actually even be preferred to separate them such that there's space between them, but, you know, then you're sacrificing a bit of the size for both of them. Can you change the Strem's overall aspect ratio without restarting the Strem? What, like, make it a really tall aspect ratio? Nah. And no, actually you can't. That's not a thing you can do. Ooh, I just got an idea on how I can get this centered a bit better. Oh, God. That wasn't the idea. Take a it. Oh, also, wait, 1 second. Yeah, that's right, Elite Beat Agents mode. Spoilers, you can play as the Elite Beat Agents in this. If you've heard of Elite Beat Agents, actually, anybody who's asking what this game is, if you know Elite Beat Agents was Oenden 2. Oenden 2 was actually Oenden 3, essentially. Elite Beat Agents was a made for foreign market sequel to Oenden 1, because Oenden 1 had really high import sales. And since it was like it's a music game, rather than, you know, just straight out localizing it, they just made a new game. Why would you not play as Elite Beat Agents? Exactly. Okay, this is gonna be real bad, but I'm gonna play on hardest difficulty. Okay, which song? Obviously the hardest ones. Now I do actually have to worry about copyright matching, I guess, but I'm not exporting this to YouTube, and they are actually covers of the songs. Most of the time, I think there's 1 or 2 exceptions, but most of the time they're... Oh yeah, Monkey Magic! Yes, Monkey Magic! Oh yeah, this is gonna be it. Oh, by the way, Japanese. It'd be interesting to see how much of this I understand now, but no. By the way, it's a rhythm game, so I won't be able to talk much during it, but I don't care. I love this game too much. So I'm testing it with this. By the way, these are not the main characters of this game. These are Elite Beat Agents. God, no. I'm terrible. Especially on the hardest difficulty, you gotta do really good to even stay alive. Can you use the cheerleaders in EBA? Yes, these are they have all the characters from Elite Beat Agents in here. All of them, including the hardest difficulty ones. These are the hardest difficulty characters. Dang friggin' nabbit! They're just sitting there being all sad the entire time because I'm in death mode. Yeah, I'm not doing the best. By the way, even though it's all in Japanese, this is a really good starting import game. Just because you can understand everything just by the visuals. Yeah, the animations are just super expressive, so you see what's going on. The monkey got trampled. The monkey's dead. You suck at the game. That's all you need to know. Oh, I'm dead. I am so dead. Okay, never mind. I was worried. Sometimes on those spinners you end up losing more health than you get back. There, I beat the song. I sucked at it. I'm terrible, but I beat the song. Yeah. One of these days, I intend on getting all 300s. This music's so scary. Yeah, actually, I did look it up. Monkey Magic apparently is like it's like a really famous song in Japanese pop culture. By the way, I got the worst possible result. I basically got the bad ending. If you fail every one of the intermissions, you get the bad ending. It's basically even worse than getting a game over. Okay, let's see. They seem really lethargic for somebody who's literally on fire. Yeah, London's awesome. Oh, this is one of my favorites. And it is an early game song, so I probably won't die. Yeah. And that's right, they have one of the special Oendens. Okay, now put on Sonic Rush / Sonic Rush Adventure. No. No, I'm busy playing Oenden 2. Wait, no, I want to get out of the Elite Beat Agents. Let's just play as regular Beat Agents. Now, there is one weird thing, though. I remember being able... You could play as Cat. It's possible to play as Cat. I'm not sure how you turn on Play as Cat. I forget how you turn on Play as Cat. I know you can play as Cat. But I forget exactly how. Oh well. We'll just have to play as boring, normal human beings. I want this game. I want it so bad. Good. So remember, the original DS is region free. You can play Oenden 1 and Oenden 2 on your DS right now. Yeah, and notice on the top screen, it always reflects your current status. The 3 modes are, if you got all 300s on the most recent combo, if you had minimum 100s, and if you had any 50s. And on the bright side, since it's an early game one, I'm not sucking, so I'm getting all the good results at the intermissions. I don't have a regular DS? Do you have a 3DS? 3DS plays DS games. But yeah, so Katamari, if you've got a 3DS, you can play this game right now. Go on eBay right now and friggin' find Oenden 2, play it. And Oenden 1. I do recommend playing Oenden 1 first. It's not quite as good, but it's still very quality. And I think I might actually prefer Oenden 1's song list. In fact, Nah, I'm not gonna boot up for 1-1. Yeah, okay, that's a 1-2. I love it. In fact, talking about it so much makes... I would if only Region Freedom did better! I'd do videos on a 1-1 and a 1-2. I'd have to. These games are my friggin' childhood. Okay, they're not my childhood. They're my teenagerhood. Ah. I'm not even sure if they're my teenagerhood. They're my young adulthood. You know, one of those. Oh, dang it. I saw the perfect notice thing. Wait, did I set a new score? No, I suck. Do them anyway, champ. Well, I mean, I am going to. I am going to do them anyway. I just, Oh! Okay, this is the last song. This is the last one. Ever wondered why people on Discord, if they're Patreon supporters, they're called pop stars? Literally only because I love this song. Oh god, it looks so weird with their... Then the screen isn't spaced out. Yeah. Google.com popstar. Look up the music video for this song, too. The music video for this song is amazing. Like, this is basically the best song that's ever existed. What is he doing to that old man and that horse? He's... veterinarying. Now he's veterinarying a microwave. Like I said, you don't need to understand what's going on. You're not supposed to. Wanna be a pop star. Wanna be a pop star. Okay, so yeah, he's veterinarying them. Thanks for cleaning that up. Yeah. I forget exactly what the story was. I didn't pay too much. It's been years, but I think in general, he was sad because he's like, he's veterinarying on this small island, and you know he wants to do something with his life. or something like that. But then he realizes that here he's able to really help people veterinarying for their horses and their microwaves. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait, he's a barber. Wait, no, barber is the other one. I don't know what he is. He's a doctor of some sort. I don't know. He wears glasses. Was Barber the first game? No, Barber is this game. Yeah! And this one's got a good song too. It's all good music. Oh my god, Go My Way. I love Go My Way. Oh, dang it. Ooh. Ah. I don't... Oh yeah, Shonen Hato! I can read the names of the songs now if I don't remember the names. I'm not sure, but I think this song was actually in an anime. So if anybody here recognizes this from an anime, let me know. I think this was used as an opening or an ending or of something. Probably before it ended up being in this game, because there are a couple instances of them getting anime songs. Don't let me down, my sweet baby gorilla. That's what I know this song as. I kind of don't want to know what the actual name is. Oh, also, they always have sad songs. This game, they actually went all out and they had 2 sad songs. They had this one, which is a secret level. And then the other sad song was this one. This is the sad song. Okay, no, this was not the sad song. This one. Yeah, honestly, not quite as good as Cher. Cher is in Elite Beat Agents, but still pretty good. Oh my god! Samurai Blue. Yes, Samurai Blue. Oh my god, I am having so many nostalgias. Oh my, I remember this one being really good too. Ah, all the beats. Also Morning Jade. Oh, and Morning Reasons and Raisins. Ah, tunes. Which one was this one again? Oh my god, Vista! Dude, keep playing this? Are you sure? I mean, I was thinking because it's a rhythm game, people wouldn't care that much. And besides, I was just showing off 3DS capture. And there is actually, I do want to mention, there is one element of this game I have never gotten to fully enjoy. That's because there is a multiplayer mode. Over here. You can play multiplayer with people who don't have a cart, but it's limited to the lowest couple difficulties and only like 5 stages out of, like, if you had a friend who did own the game, you could play a song on all the stages. And the really neat thing is multiplayer has its own completely separate stories. There's actually parts of the game's story I haven't seen, like random stories. They're all verses based. There's actually separate verses based stories for the multiplayer battle mode. And they actually have stuff that, like, you wouldn't see in the main game, like cameos from characters from the first game, which is what I'm really interested in. But I don't know anybody who owns Oenden 2 in my area, so little difficult. This is actually quite entertaining? Really? Okay, cool. That's cool then. Wait, wait, that's also, wait, in the multiplayer mode, I didn't even realize. There's also Minadeo, wait, is that Owen? No, that's not Owen. Minade Oryoku? Is that Owen? What is that? Dang it, they don't say it. No, it's definitely not Owen. That doesn't even make any sense. Kyoryoku? Everybody together, or everybody work together or something. Give it to someone for their birthday and then play with them. I could give it to Rebecca, but I'd have to force her to practice the game constantly so she'd even be capable of playing at the higher difficulties. And I'm not sure she's the biggest fan of rhythm games. Yeah, it's basically party mode. That's basically what it is, Sam. Wait. Okay. Oh, this is a everyone battle. Replay data. Oh, you can fight your replay data. But I don't think that... Does that? Wait, what? I'm an idiot. I think Baby Me is an idiot. You can play versus mode against your replay data. Ooh. Spoilers, this is the final boss. They got some really banging out songs for the final boss fights. Okay, they actually reuse the versus stuff, it is worth noting. Notice that some of these are different songs, but they have the same characters on the top screen. So they do reuse the versus stories. But, you know, still they're unique ones. And I have no idea what they are. Oh, I remember this song! You said the multiplayer was easier, right? Rebecca would not need to practice as much then. Oh. You underestimate how much effort rhythm games take. Oh wait, yeah, this guy! The guy on the left, he was in Oenden 1. This is the one I was thinking of. God, I can't remember what he did on Oenden 1. Was he in Oenden 1 or was he actually in Oenden 2? Crap, I can't remember. Crap, who was he? Where was he from? Okay, wait. Let's... No, I'm gonna play the main... I'm gonna play the main mode of this, but I'll battle myself. You know what? Screw it. Final boss. Let's play the final boss. Hey, that's a good thing, because now I don't have to spoil the end of the game for you. I can just play versus mode. And I'll only be spoiling this random multiplayer battle for you. Actually, legitimately, I do want to mention, there is an overarching plot line, and, Oenden 1, it's just some random thing that doesn't matter very much. There isn't even really an overarching plotline in Oenden 1. Elite Beat Agents. They added a bit of story to, like, the ending of the game, but nothing super significant. Oenden 2, they have an overarching plotline throughout the entire game, involving the two rival cheer squads. You might have noticed there's a red team and a blue team. And it is legit, it probably makes up for one of the most inspiring, like, video game endings in memory. It's got some real heart in it. It has real heart in it, and I highly recommend it. Something involving the cheerleaders, I'm guessing. It is worth noting, which characters are in the cheer squad is dependent on which difficulty you play on. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, which is the female squad. The lower difficulties have different leaders of the squad and the same two side guys. I don't know their names. Apparently we're at the World Cup final. I don't even... Oh, hey, it's Reporter Guy! Reporter Guy is one of the few characters who is actually in all 3 games. He's even in Elite Beat Agents. There is actually some carryover. They share a universe. Okay, I'm dead because, I'm pretty sure old me has a full combo, and I just messed up my combo. Although, in Versus, I don't think that actually matters too much. But yeah, I'm losing. Oh my god, look at that! On the top screen, the health bars, Jesus, yeah, I think I'm losing. Oh god. If you lose to yourself, will you be replaced by past you? Oh god, that's gonna be bad. We're gonna lose all our stream progress, aren't we? My Twitch channel is gonna get replaced with my old channel from, I don't think I even had a Twitch channel at the point I had this replay. The cool thing is, even if I would normally die in single player, I still get to keep playing. In fact, I don't even have to play. I could just listen to the nice beats of me dying. And just keep watching him trip over and over. Ah, I'm good at this. Ikaze! Something. You. Monkey catch. Yeah, I don't feel like playing anymore. Game Champ is losing to Baby Champ. Yeah, a little bad, actually. I think I may have already lost. It's not even bothering to show the health bars anymore. Oh my god, dagnabbit. Yeah, it's hard when it has a small circles. I lost! What a surprise! Hey, wait, actually! Come to think of it. I wonder if there were any cameos on the blue side that I was fighting. I wasn't paying much attention. Oh well. Reporter, I think Reporter Guy is actually... I'm not sure if he might appear in several of these. Or even all of them. But whatever. That's multiplayer mode. Did you fall on your keyboard for a second there? Very far. Okay, wait, what was... There was another thing I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I just want to show off Werewolf. Oh, and by the way, what was I saying? Yeah, so these are the other main characters. And like I said, notice there's the two different sides. Owenden 1... the cheer squad from Owenden 1 is on the left side. So that's... The left side is the, main characters. And you might recognize the guy on the left here. Because he was actually in Super Smash Brothers. As a sticker, but still in Super Smash Brothers. Wait, I think they had... Yeah, they had trophies too. They had trophies. Along with the Elite Beat Agents, I'm pretty sure they had both of them. Yeah, and there's also, like, the side cheer people are also changed, depending on if you have a male or female team. But I'm not a baby, so I'm playing on hard mode. Ooh, wait! Ooh, I am a baby. Okay, watch this. You might be wondering, what's this button here? What does that mean? Oh, that's hidden mode. Hidden mode is exactly... Okay, it's not exactly what it says on the tin. It's a little complicated, but it's pain. I am probably going to fail this. There's no way I'm not going to fail this. Also, this is one of my favorite scenarios. It's a werewolf going on a date, trying not to turn into a werewolf because he doesn't want the date to be ruined. That's the story. The fact he's a werewolf is not that big a deal. It's just that he doesn't want his date to go sour. And yay, I'm not failing. Oh no, I'm dead! Oh no! No! He got picked up by the pound! Oh. Yeah, I suck. America is completely accurate to the rest of the world. Yeah, you're right. America is pretty awesome. The best part about America is we're able to import Japanese games. Okay, I'm doing this. We need to be technical. A football, soccer ball is an icosahedron. Oh, thank you for letting me know. This one's one of my favorites. Yeah! Oh god, okay, good, this is the end, good, I made it. And the ending of the song doesn't count as an intermission, so I did get the good ending. Yeah. Anything round makes him turn into yeah, anything that looks like the moon makes him turn into a werewolf, essentially. Anything round. They're playing fast and loose with the werewolf canon. And it's got such an inspiring ending, too! His secret is out. Oh no, she knows I'm a werewolf. Oh, but she likes dogs. Yay! The end. Remember, kids, be yourself, even if you're a werewolf. Yeah. Oh, and in general, is this really good? Okay, I gotta go. I'm sick. I need to sleep. Okay, night, nights, Mason. God, it's so weird. Knowing Japanese. Let me go back to the main menu. I want to see something real quick. Hitori de Oen! That's what they've been saying my entire life, and I never knew it. Hitori de Oen. Cheer alone. It's just cheer alone mode. That's what the story mode is. You're cheering on your own. Single player. Ah. It's just... You know, because the last time I played this game, I just didn't know any Japanese at all. And now, like, there's just words all over the place. And it's... Like, I'd been looking at these menus, like, for years. And just never knew what anything was. Even the simplest of things. Look, Korea. I've cleared 19 songs. Which, by the way, there's 19 songs in the game. Spoilers. Does learning a new language feel like magic? Pretty much, yes, Sam. It is a totally unique feeling that you have to experience for yourself. It legitimately feels like you've been living your entire life, like, in a closed-off room, and now that you're learning the language, you've just opened the door to that room and are looking outside, and it turns out the entire world is not just that one room you've been sitting in. There's like a whole friggin' ocean out there. That's what learning a new language is like. And the weird part is, I understand too, like one of the people I've been learning Japanese from, he has a YouTube channel, Japanese from Zero, George Trombley. He's like addicted to learning languages. And I can totally understand why, because that's... I could see somebody getting addicted to the feeling. It'd take a lot of effort, though. But like he's a native English speaker. He moved to Japan and learned Japanese there as a result when he was like in his teenage years. And then like on his own, he's learned Korean, and he was in the process of learning Chinese. And I think he's planning on learning some other languages along the way, too. Especially non-Latin languages, because everything is so different. Yeah, that is a thing. I don't really, honestly, I don't think it's that I don't even think about the fact that it's, you know, super duper ridiculous foreign Eastern or anything weird. Like, it's just... I don't know. I kind of... It's just a new way to organize thoughts, I guess. And I don't think it would be that different even learning like Spanish. I think it would be a similar feeling. How long until you finish learning Japanese? Well, that's the thing, Jason. The idea that you finish learning is such a misnomer. Let me put it this way. People who are born and raised in Japan will go through their entire lives speaking Japanese and will continuously update how they speak and look at the language as they go through their lives naturally. It's like a constantly evolving perceptual thing. You can't finish learning. You can't. You can continuously improving and understand the language more in depth, but you'll never reach the end goal. I mean, other than any end goals that you set for yourself you can reach, but there's no, like, predefined end goal. Yeah, Sam replied pretty well. Have you finished learning English? Do you know absolutely every English word and all the obscure parts of English grammar? Yeah, exactly. There's a reason they have English professors. They literally study the language itself. But yeah, basically just I will be quote-unquote finished when I reach a point that I can just play all the Japanese games with hardly having to look stuff up. And at that point, I'll still be learning. I'll just not be learning directly through study. I'll be learning naturally just by being exposed to the language, I guess. But I'm honestly kind of... I wouldn't be surprised if I keep having to study and review stuff, like, for basically my entire life. I'm not taking being fluent super seriously or anything. It's really just to play Japanese games. That's the only thing. Oh, and anime and light novels. But the video games are the highest priority. When you're as fluent in Japanese as English, I've heard arguments that it's not really possible to quote unquote be as fluent in one language as you are in your native language, just because, you know, the way your mind forms, the way it processes the idea of language, you know, when you're growing up. I have an English brain because I learned English my entire life up until, you know, very recently. My brain was an English-only brain. I mean, it doesn't even think in Japanese in the first place at all. Babies are amazing at learning languages. Adults not as amazing. Yeah, that sort of. I think it's less that babies are amazing at learning languages and more that, you know, babies are amazing at learning in general because their brains are currently forming. Wait, was there anything else I was gonna do? There is one other thing I'm gonna do. Okay. I want to say, right now, I'm gonna say, spoilers for Oenden 1. If you don't want, song spoilers. No plot spoilers, but song spoilers. I mean, there's no such thing as plot spoilers for Oenden 1, but song spoilers for Oenden 1, I'm gonna put in Oenden 1 for 1 second. Let me go grab it. If you don't want to have anything spoiled from Oenden 1, close your ears and eyes for like 5 seconds once I get it up. Take a nap it. There we go. Yeah, your brain's plasticity starts very high, then lowers as you age. Yeah. And also, just look at the difference in quality here. You can tell they improved with the sequels. Because, like, look at this title screen compared to the title screen of Oenden 2. It's just a flat red background. They just got the default color red that they had in their color palette, and they just used the bucket fill tool. It is... the difference in quality, even just between Oenden 1 and between Oenden 1 and Elite Beat Agents is just big. Okay, so anyways, here's the spoiler warning. If you do not want the songs in Oenden 1 spoiled for you, and trust me, there's songs to spoil, close your ears and eyes for about, no, just play it, say, 5 minutes, and I'm gonna boot up Splatoon immediately after I do this. So about 5 minutes, and Splatoon will be up then. Okay, and get out right now. Hurry, run. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight into... Oh, wait, no. I like this song. Melody! It's Melody. Ooh, I love this song! Baby, 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 baby! It's just Baby, Baby, the song. Ooh, I love this song! Kokoro, Odoru. Oh, it even says it in the song! Ooh, yes! Guts to say, I used to have this song stuck in my head all the time while I was making pizza. My employees had no idea what I was talking about. Okay, I think this is one of the lower end ones in this game, but I still like the song. Oh, I love this song, the Strem. This whole thing. Yeah, the song list isn't like all out, all around. Ooh, this one's a good one. No, never mind, it sucks. Ah, this is the best one. Linda, Linda. What was this one again? This is the first one. Okay, yeah, random stuff. Ooh, this one's a good one. Shanghai Honey. Ah, quality. Okay. Ooh, this was a sad one. This began the tradition of having sad songs. Ooh, this one's... Taisetsu no Mono! This is one of my favorite songs in existence. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've even played this on a stream before. Oh, this one's a good one too. Never mind, it sucks. Yeah, so it doesn't have as high a song list. And notice, as opposed to the super cool, like 3D model, weird picture book thing they had in Oenden 2, it's literally just a flat background with faces, JPEG faces on it, I might add. Okay, here's a spoiler thing. Yep. I'm serious. I'm friggin' serious. The final friggin' boss. The final friggin' boss of Oenden 1 is Full Metal goddamn fucking Alchemist. Yeah. If this does not sell you on the game, I don't care, go buy it. I also want to know, when I originally played this game, I had no idea. I had no idea whatsoever. I just imported the game, I didn't look at the song list. Imagine that moment when you get to the final boss of the game, and that's what you hear. Obviously, you're an anime fan, considering you're importing Japanese games. So yeah. Just mind-blown moment. And it feels so good. It feels so good. I'm not gonna show it, because, you know, spoilers, but that's all I'm gonna tell you. Final boss is Full Metal Alchemist. I think they knew what they were doing, too. At making that friggin' final boss. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm done showing off the 3DS capture. This is just random fun times, just to brag that I have it. And apparently I was showing off Japanese games. I'm gonna play Splatoon now. I'm gonna do a little bit of rank. Just a little bit. Just a tiny little insignificant smidgen. I did read the manga for a while, but didn't like it. Okay. And there's the permaban button on Delta. See ya, Delta. Okay, cool. Delta's permabanned. Thanks for letting us, for demanding that I permaban you, Delta. It really... I'm glad we could finally come to that decision. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play Splatoon. Oh, actually, there is one other thing I wanted to say about the 3DS capture in general. I am very, very impressed. How does the 3DS input anyway? It is actually a mini USB. I think it's mini USB, or is it micro USB? It's one of the two. It's the one that they use on cell phones nowadays. It's that kind of USB. You can actually tell it's kind of a hack job. Like they like drilled in the hole onto the casing, and it's not the super most elegant. But that said, I am very super impressed with the software, because the software is just bang out. They have all the options that I could possibly want, and then some. Maybe they're missing some options that I might want down the line, but for what I've seen day one, like, it is great. Super high quality video too. Man, you can just see every individual pixel. That's how good it is. Clear as day. But yeah, I'm super happy, especially because, you know, this is just... I'm pretty sure Katsukity is literally just some guy out there in Japan who worked on the DS hardware and stuff, as like a hobby, and then figured out he could do all this cool stuff, and decided, to start making sales on it. Oh, Delta, it is a new 3DS LL. That is what it... New 3DS LL, that's what it is, Delta. I specifically went with new 3DS LL because, play all the games and the best thing. And I am actually thinking that what I'm going to do is, once I'm rich enough, not in the near future, because I'm not that rich, getting an American new 3DS XL. That way I will have the Japanese 3DS LL for Japanese games, and DS games in general. And the new 3DS XL, the American one, for American-made games. That way I can do, like, dumb fun gamings. Because, that's... That particular series, you kinda have to have the game in English. It's very difficult to do a dumb fun gaming when the game is in a language other than your target audience's spoken language. Of course, for more informative stuff, it's, perfect. Oh, dude, is it Katsukity one? Yes, it's Katsukity. I'm pretty sure Katsukity is like the only active one that does physical capture devices. And the, from what I've seen of, like, the hardware-based, well, one, you'd have to have custom firmware on your 3DS, and no thanks. I didn't want to get into that. And two, either way, it wouldn't matter much because the quality is just not perfect. It's not perfect. You are making a straight out sacrifice if you do the wireless capture on the 3DS. If you wanted to, you could just make a second channel or you make videos in Japanese. Sam, that would... Wait, do you mean, like, talk in Japanese? No. Sam, I don't think you understand how language... What? I can't speak Japanese. Look at my words right now. Ohayo gozaimasu. Minasan. Washi no namae. Game. Hi, Gemu. Sono tori. Hi. Kyou wa Splatoon no shimasu. Splatoon wa watashi no motto video game suki daisuki na video game. Hi. Also, why is it... This is weird. I just went transform fit to screen, and it's zoomed in. Why is it doing that? You set transform? What? Oh, it's trying to do window capture. I think that's what's going on. Okay. There we go. There. Okay. We're good. Dear God. Oh, and Morning Poisoned. Oh, and Morning Katamari Bob. It may be zoomed in, but it still looks like a good title screen. Looking good is as long as I get a stream that is in high quality, who cares if you can actually see the game? Basically the perfect video game live stream is just you zoom in on one individual pixel and just have that one individual pixel like absolute lossless quality. And I think your audience will appreciate it. Okay, what mode are we playing? Let's see. Ooh, it's rain. What time is it? 11. They just changed the maps. It's 11 and then 3. Oh, they just changed the maps. Ooh, that's... Okay. If we win the first match... Oh. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Play till first loss. That is what we're doing. We are playing till first loss. Do they change on the hour? They change every 4 hours on the hour, yeah. In Splatoon 2, they change it to every 2 hours. So, one match? Asks Delta Bladix, as Game Champ hovered closer and closer to the permaban button. Okay, oh crap, I gotta get back used to this. Ah. What was I doing that I'm not used to this? I can't even remember. Oh, crap, I did not see that coming. Luckily, they got him. Nice, nice, good job, team. Watch out to your left, watch out to your left. Oh, good, they saw him. Crap, dang it. I shouldn't have super jumped. Yep, we dead. Okay, I'm coming. Thank you, thank you. And we got the lead. Oh! Oh, wow, they zooted me from all the way over there. Okay, nice shot. I gotta compliment you on that. And the entire team just died, but we got the lead, so that's good. Nice. What? Wait, what? Wait, what was that? What happened? Oh, dagnabbit! I didn't even see that. Why are you streaming Splatoon 1? Good morning, Anash. I'm sorry I gravely offended you. I didn't intend on performing this incredible insult. It was an accident, I swear. That's weird. Where'd they go? Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap! If only I hadn't fallen, I might have been able to pull that out. Okay, crap. They're going around the side area. Oops, stream name is wrong? That's weird because it's literally not. Dagnabbit. Yep, the stream name is not wrong. You lied. You literally lied. Please don't lie. Especially when I'm in the middle of a ranked match, dagnabbit. Oh crap. Dagnabbit, stop covering behind me! Oh well, at least they did a suicide run. It's only wrong for me? I mean, you are aware that there's a refresh button, right? It's not automatic. It doesn't just automatically know that I changed the channel. Oh no! Crap, I missed! Oh no, don't kill my teammate. Okay, we're doing decently okay. Oh crap, we're dying. Okay, good. Let's cover this up so they can't do any super cool nightmare tricks. No, Jesus! I thought it was being safe! Wow, really? They just sat there. Oh! Dang it, dang it, no! I'm gonna be so mad if they actually win this. Dang it. Oh my god, I kicked it up. Oh. What? Oh, good. They died. Cool. I was worried there because I couldn't see them. I was like, wait, what? Did they somehow sneak past all the way past? Are you going to stream Splatoon 2? I mean, maybe when I'm playing Splatoon 2, I might stream Splatoon 2. Also, wait, I'm concerned. It just said +4. Did they have a teammate missing or something? Because that turns that from a happy into a sad. Because that means if I win, if I lose this next match, I still get negative points. Dang it. Even though I won one. Wait, oh god, you took your spring break a little too late. Oh, wait, what? It was the worst? I walked 5 blocks on it before I went to the hospital. Wait, what? I took a fall and snapped my leg. Oh my god, and you walked on it? Oh my god. Oh, no. Oh god. Oh, I'm so sorry, Poisoned. Oh. Oh god, ow, ow, ow. Ah, crap, they're going around that way. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Dang it! Oh god! Ah! Not how I was expecting that to play out! No! At least I got a double kill. Nice. Oh god. Okay, they got long range. Oh god! Dang it! I was about to ambush and everything. Okay, just ignore me. By the way, guys, ink my way, please. Like, I can't move. Okay, fine. I guess I gotta do this all on my own. Oh, yes! Got the lead. Nice. Oh, yep. I guess I do gotta do it on my own. Oh! Oh, hey, at least I still got him. Nice. I'm gonna be so happy if we actually win this with it, like, at 60-59. Oh my god, 2 of them. Oh, crap. Come on. Oh, they lost. Nice! Nice! Wow! Wow! I can't believe that was actually a win. But that one single point from that terrible, terrible suicide push. Jesus. Oh, and I had positive KD too. Ah. It was still +4. Why does it keep doing +4? Oh well. As long as I win. Also, I'm sorry about money too, Poisoned Apple. Could always make a YouTube channel. That could technically be an option. Though it takes a few years of investment. Okay, nice. We got the lead first. Oh, crap. Nah, dang it. I thought I could maybe pull that. Oh, no! And of course they use a special too. So it's even... And they're going right behind my teammates too. It was all up to me to protect them. Crap. Crap! They're way more aggressive than I expect with those bombs. Whoa! Oh, crap! They saw me! from when I threw the bomb. Dang it! If only I could stay there with the Kraken. Oh my god! Well... yeah, I'm having doubts we're winning this one. Dang it. Dang it. You'll get less points per win as you climb higher to reach S+, but the -5 penalty stays the same. Really? That's how it works? Oh god. Oh god. So that means I legitimately have to win more than I lose. Oh, jeez. Hey, on the right side, 2 wins, 1 loss. That we did go positive today. Woohoo. Damn it. I'm really tempted to press the A button. No. No, I'm done. Stream over? Yeah, Strem over. No more Strem. I'm permabanning the Strem. Wait a second! It's 11:57. So it's gonna be midnight in a few minutes. I could check the shops after that. No, I'm not risking it. I'm not gonna make today be a negative. Okay, that's it. There we go. You want to know the hardest thing about breaking my leg? My cast. I'm not sure if that's a joke or if your cast is legitimately annoying. Sue is plus 2 points per win in the upper range of the score according to the wiki. Katamari, please don't spoil it. I mean, I like to have some surprises while playing this video game. And by some, I mean all of them. Literally all of them. I don't even want to know what font the S Plus is printed in. It was a joke. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it. This gem's done. I got 3DS capture now. What I'm planning on doing is, don't tell anyone, but I'm planning on playing The World Ends With You, which I've never played before. And doing a dumb fun gaming on it, and that'll probably be the first, like, actual video I make with 3DS capture. There is another random video I've wanted to make for years. I'm a little hesitant because I'm gonna be critical of a Mario game again. And, well, when you be critical of a Mario game and your main audience is people who like Nintendo, it's not always the super gonna get good results out of that. I mean, you're gonna get good view results, but you're not gonna get good results. But basically, I want to complain about Super Mario 64 DS. That's all I want to do. Just complain about Super Mario 64 DS's controls because it's, God, so horrid. I cannot believe that Nintendo, with the quality standards they usually have, they actually, like, worked on Super Mario 64 DS to the point of releasing it without even apparently putting consideration into the most basic of basics, the controls, how you literally play the game. Especially, like, it's so insulting, honestly. I shouldn't say insulting. I mean, it's not like the devs had ill will with it. But it's just because it's Super Mario 64. Specifically. Super Mario 64. The game where, like, they were so serious about this, about getting it so that Mario feels good to control. Like, this is how people are going to be introduced to the idea of a third dimension in video games. We have to make it feel right. That's, like, making Super Mario 64 was such a big deal. And then to port it to the DS and just have no consideration to how you played the game. It's a train wreck. Do it. No one likes that game's controls. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I will do it. I'm not sure about when. I'd have to write out a script, and the game analysis scripts are harder to get down than like VG Myths or something. Because with VG Myths, I can at least sort of just, follow. There's already a general outline. But with, like, a game analysis thing, the script is my thoughts. I have to organize all my thoughts into a linear structure. But yeah, at some point I'll do that. Now that I have 3DS Capture, I can do that. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Get out. Everybody out. You're all... The worst part is... okay. Here's your special preview for the video where I complained about Super Mario 64 DS. They had a working emulation of the analog stick in the form of the touchscreen. And they ruined it with the most boneheaded oversight. Rather than just having the analog stick, be a static input method on the touchscreen, they made it that you can move the analog stick around the screen. If you try to go to the edge of the analog stick, it'll try and move. It'll try and move and follow the stylus instead of just staying in place. And it will actually eventually have the edges go off screen. What were they thinking? Essentially, if you're walking in one direction long enough, you will eventually lose the ability to turn left and right, just by virtue of the fact that you're going to be constantly dragging up slightly more and more until eventually you just run out of screen space. Write this down so you don't have to write it down again when working on the video. Well, I mean, my thoughts right now aren't organized in the same way I'd want to say them in the video. If I do want to look back, I can just look at the archive. They didn't really nail touchscreen movement till, like, Animal Crossing Wild World. Well, the Wild World, it was, that was you touch a place on the screen and you move, wasn't it? Was it that you emulated an analog stick on the touchscreen? Because I think that was you touch a place and you move there. Like the simplest way that they could do it. That's another thing. It's not enough for an entire video, but I am mad that New Leaf did not have touchscreen controls. You have the touchscreen right there. Let me friggin' use it. I felt that was actually a super nice, relaxing, intuitive way to play the game. Sure, maybe it's not technically as capable for, like, a speedrunning context as playing with the buttons, but it's fucking Animal Crossing! Who the fuck cares? Just let me relax. They didn't do that until Kid Icarus. Actually, Shouty, about that, Shouty. I am actually, in fact, I just ordered it today because a 3DS Capture got here. I am importing, not Kid Icarus Uprising. I'm ordering Shin Parutena no Kagami. Yeah, Kid Icarus was, that was just a random assortment of words that Nintendo of America pulled out of a hat back in the NES days. Because it has nothing to do with the game. They just pulled some words out of a hat because they didn't think Palutena's mirror sounded cool enough. I mean, I agree. It's Palutena's mirror. It sounds kind of weird in English. Like not something you'd want to name like the whole game. But Kid Icarus. I don't know. Yeah, Sam got it. It sounds Greek enough. Like, there's a kid with wings. Kid Icarus. Icarus is that one. That was the guy who fought the Cerberus, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kid Icarus. Yes, in this universe, regular Icarus is more well known than Hercules. Shut up. Yeah, and I never actually knew that. It makes so much sense now in retrospect. I never knew that until just very recently. That It wasn't called Kid Icarus, just because I was importing Uprising. And the cool thing is, even the name of the 3DS game is cooler. It's Shin Parutena no Kagami. The original NES game was Parutena no Kagami. The 3DS one is Shin Parutena no Kagami, which the Shin there is, it's basically like saying super. So it's like if they called it in America Super Kid Icarus instead of just this isn't Kid Icarus, this is Super Kid Icarus. Instead it's Uprising? That like sounds like a subtitle of an Assassin's Creed game. That's how low in the barrel we're dipping for the localized subtitle for this game. Let's just pick something that it sounds like Ubisoft would choose for an Assassin's Creed subtitle. Ooh. Sheen is like new, right? I'm pretty sure the kanji that they used was not new, but yes, actually, Sheen could be used for new. It would depend on what kanji they used, but I'm pretty sure they used a different kanji there. Subtitle of the new Pacific Rim movie. Yeah, exactly. No, it'd be more like new Kid Icarus, and that's already gotten enough notoriety over being used in another series. Oh, that's right. But wait, let me look. Is that the kanji they used? The one for new? Oh, dangnammit, I actually... I'm so used to pronouncing and typing out the L's as R's that, yeah, Google doesn't know what Shin Parutena no Kagami is. It wants the Palutena, the L. Oh my god, it really is just new. I'm an idiot, it's just new. I was thinking it was something else. Okay, it's just new Kid Icarus. I still think they should have called it Super Kid Icarus. I think that'd be cool. If I was working at Nintendo, I would call it Super Kid Icarus. No, I'd be a rebel and I'd say, no, we're not going to use the stupid localized name. We're going to use the official canon Japanese name. In fact, we're not even going to call it Palutena's Mirror. We're going to call it Parutena's Mirror. The R is more canon than the L. Thank you very much. And while we're at it, when we put in Rockman in Super Smash Bros., we're gonna require it in the contract that we have to call him Rockman. If we don't call him Rockman, no deal. In fact, kick Capcom off our platform if they don't officially canonize the name as Rockman. It's like when you're leaving a relative's house where they don't want you to leave just yet. But it's not on the Super Nintendo. They've done it. I'm pretty sure there's like DS. Yeah, there are Super Scribblenauts. They've done it before. I mean, I want to clarify by they. I don't mean Nintendo specifically. I just mean people have done it before. So yeah, Super Scribblenauts. That's a thing. They did that. It's not unheard of to just call the new one Super. I'm pretty sure there's even games on the original NES where they did a sequel, and the sequel was Super name of the game, because the Super Nintendo wasn't out yet. So that trend hadn't become a thing. They hadn't realized they were doing it wrong, because right hadn't been invented yet. Oh, my phone's almost out of batteries. Maybe I should end the stream at some point. I guess maybe. I'm trying to looking around anywhere to find something I can keep talking about, just to stall. The 3DS I had came with the AR cards. Look at these Japanese AR cards. I'm pretty sure they're region free. They have Mario, Zelda, Kirby, Samus, and Carrots. Pretty sure that's the official Japanese name, is just Carrots. The Rockman to Mega Man thing has two origins I've heard of. A copyright conflict with an AMP thing, and that one guy saying the title... I'm pretty sure that one guy saying the title was horrible is the real reason. I love unboxing videos done off screen. When I was opening the box, I was legitimately thinking for a couple moments, could I do an unboxing video for this? And no, I'd have to set that. I've never set up an unboxing video before, and I don't really care. The Wikipedia article mentions both. Ooh, that's interesting. The Strem has become awkward. Oh, I'm sorry for introducing awkwardtivity into your life. Actually, come to think... Ooh, here's... Okay, one last thing before I leave. I'm gonna go on YouTube, and I'm gonna look up the comments on the most recent video. Let's just read off some of these comments live, just for fun. When it's at 16K now! Remember when I started the stream, and it was at 14K. It is now at 16K. It was really close to 15K, but hey, that's really neat, you know, being able to up the number by 1,000 while I'm in the middle of just a random dumb stream. Not even a super big one. It was a 2-hour stream, I guess, but still. Okay, yeah. Let's look at that. 485 comments, God. I'm actually a little intimidated. Are we gonna be... How many comments were there? Okay, it's not even actually a full screen. Since the last comments I read. Can you beat Kingdom Hearts without using the Keyblade? And just using magic? Thank you for the idea, but, doesn't sound good. Can you be a movie trailer announcer? God, yes. Wait, we should add this. Let's hope I don't have any hentai folders in here. Oh, dang it, that's right. For whatever reason, Chrome just hates, Chrome hates being shown, so I have to do display capture. Okay, I have hentai on one screen and YouTube on the other. So let's just roll the dice and see if I'm getting banned from Twitch. Yep, I'm getting... Oh, no, never mind. I'm not getting banned from Twitch. Cool. Get out of here, Elgato. Let's just zoom in a bit. Can you be a movie trailer announcer? God, I wish. I legitimately would love a job in some sort... Like, I said it on another stream once. I would love to be a book narrator, do audiobooks. That sounds like such a cool job. I love this series, but I'm also a big fan of all your other series too. Yay. Here are a few ideas. Can you beat what? Oh, the video game Celeste. That always confuses me when I see that name because I'm used to it as a name. Can you be Earthbound? Earthbound while only using a cracked bat. I mean, it's a JRPG. You can just spam for XP. Can you beat Cuphead without taking any damage? That's literally required. What are you talking about? You can't do a challenge run if the game requires it for basic completion. Come on. I mean, technically you don't need to beat the game, but wouldn't they require it for 100%? I mean... That's like the game says you suck if you take any damage. It's that clear cut. Can you complete Smash Brothers Subspace Emissary while only using special moves? Actually, somebody else suggested earlier. There's something similar It's not only special moves, it's trying to beat Subspace Emissary without moving left and right. Up and down are allowed, but not left and right. So basically, we have to use special moves to move around. I'm not sure it'll actually be possible, but it'd be interesting. No, do it on the second game. Way ahead of you. Okay, can you beat Super Mario 64 without pressing the B button more than 5 times? That's... Could you go into detail? Why 5 times? Are you just arbitrarily giving leeway here? Or is there legitimately a reason for the 5 times? And even so, if we have to stretch it to, like, the specific 5 times... that's already lost my interest if that's actually legitimately required to press it. I'm much more interested in just not pressing it. Nice, now time for Splatoon 2. Yep. How about you do the same thing, but for Splatoon 2? Yep. This should be a speed run. Yeah, sure. How about a Pokemon run? No attacking moves. Weather, status, and anything more you can think of is fair game. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by weather. I assume that's a thing in new games. The big thing is somebody recently already did a Ditto-only run of Gen 1. I don't know. I'm not sure there's much what you can do to beat that. That was really cool. Of course, they did have the Game Shark it. They Game Sharked the Ditto in at the beginning of the game, but that was the only instance of the Game Shark, of course. Because otherwise, you know, the run wouldn't even be a question. You can't even get a Ditto at the beginning of the game. I've never even played Splatoon, but... You? Don't do that. Yes, yes, yes. Much better. Here's a suggestion. Can you beat Kirby Star Allies without copying once or without inhaling? Kirby Star Allies is actually kind of popular. It's getting a lot of suggestions, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that. If I did a Kirby game, I want to play the series in order, so I wouldn't do Star Allies until the very, very far-flung future. Is that not in the early games? I'm a Pokemon noob. Weather is not in the early games, no. There are moves that sound vaguely weather-like, but weather isn't like a status effect. It's the most recent big Nintendo game. Has Kirby? Has Kirby ever really been a big hitter? I think maybe Star Allies is just getting a lot more attention than Kirby usually would. Like, just by virtue of being on the Switch. I'm thinking that's what's going on here. Like, just because the Switch has been ludicrously successful, people are just, like, salivating for anything first party. Which, by the way, Kirby isn't even first party, it's second party. But, you know. They're salivating for anything Nintendo. So, you know, they go after Kirby even though they normally don't care about Kirby. They just suddenly decide to care about Kirby because it's on the Switch. Weather was still introduced fairly early on in Gen 2. Weather was in Gen 2? I don't even remember. I'm guessing it's just something like it does, I'm assuming it just, like, does multipliers based on type or something? Kirby has a relatively small for Nintendo but dedicated fanbase. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, I'm not saying the games are terrible and don't even sell at all, don't even sell as single copies. Why do they even bother making them? I'm just saying that, you know, when you compare Kirby to, like the big Mario, Zelda, Metroid stuff, even Metroid, I'm pretty sure isn't... It's popular among hardcore gamers, but doesn't have a good sales track record most of the time. But even Metroid is more popular than Kirby, is the impression I get. Squeak Squad can be played with 3DS capture. Hey, that's a good point. Of course, I need to play Dreamland. Dreamland 2. That is the next game on my list for Kirby games I haven't played yet. Dreamland 2. I should get around to that eventually. I was originally planning on streaming it, but I think I'd probably just want to play it on my own. I'd probably just play it on my own, not even record anything for a video. Yeah, I think I'll just do that sometime. Just play Dreamland 2. I deliberately not record anything so that I can just play it for fun. Depends. Do you run in circles where people play a ton of Kirby? Do I what? What? Do I run in circles where people play Do I actively seek out like gaming meetups where they're like big Kirby fans? Do I look for them in the newspapers or something and go to their Kirby meetings and run in circles around them while they play Kirby? No, I don't perform that action. What are you asking me? What? Do I run in circles around Kirby players? No, I don't. This isn't something that I do as a hobby, and I'm not sure where you got the impression. I would think the 8 starters of Smash 64 are Nintendo's big series. I'm pretty sure Fire Emblem is bigger than F-Zero. I'm pretty sure Splatoon is bigger than Earthbound. Mother. It's not Earthbound, it's called Mother. I'm pretty sure Pikmin is bigger than Luigi. I want to clarify, Pikmin shouldn't be bigger than Luigi. That's just the state of affairs, sadly. Luigi should be the biggest Nintendo franchise, but pretty sure Pikmin is bigger than Luigi. Sorry. Oh! Starters! Starters. Okay, that... dang it. I guess that is... Okay, so the starters. So Mario, Link, Donkey Kong. Gonna stop you right there! Donkey Kong. I would not say Donkey Kong is a super big Nintendo contender. I mean, obviously, Donkey Kong is huge for their roots, because, you know, Donkey Kong Arcade. But fundamentally, as the video games go, you know, Mario is the evolution of the original arcade Donkey Kong. What we think of as Donkey Kong now is Donkey Kong Country, which is sort of like a subset spin-off thing. And I've never gotten the impression that Donkey Kong Country is a super heavy hitter. I would definitely say that Fire Emblem is bigger than Donkey Kong. Have you ever played Pikmin? Actually, I was streaming Pikmin 2 a while back. Shouty remembers. Shouty was special guest starring on those. I have been thinking of doing a dumb fun gaming on Pikmin 2, rather than continuing the stream, because, actually, the way that Pikmin in general plays, I felt like it wasn't the best for streaming. Especially because, like, there's a lot of reading in Pikmin 2. I completely forgot, because they've got information on all the treasures and all the creatures to read, and I don't want to miss out on that. And you have to miss out on that if you're streaming, because nobody wants to watch you read. Case in point, I got an idea. This is a stupid idea, but I got an idea. I'm gonna start streaming Dynasty Warriors 9. Sure, why not? Let's say Dynasty Warriors 9. That's the newest one. There we go. I have officially changed the title. We're officially playing Dynasty Warriors 9. Oh no, am I showing my stream key? Am I showing my hentai? I'm probably showing a lot of hentai right now. Whoops. Okay, okay. Oh no. Oh no! I just realized. Oh good, you can't see my title bar. That is... I dodged such a bullet, you can't see the title bar where I type stuff in. I hope you couldn't, because you'd see a lot of hentai there. Okay, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, let's go. I think I'm on like 45. Yeah, let's do some co-op reading Romance of the Three Kingdoms, boy howdy. Well, good morning and welcome to Romance of the Three Kingdoms Myths, the online internet book TV show where we spend dozens of hours engaging in culture. Yeah. Tonight on we reading Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Can you read the book? It's gonna be a real bum diggity time tonight. Okay. Zhou Yu was very annoyed by the words of Zhu Jin. Asterisk? Lots of asterisks? I don't know Chinese. I don't even know how to pronounce the romanizations of the Chinese names. You gonna get pretty darn terrible. It's gonna be terrible all around. Do not expect good. There is not going to be any good tonight. Okay, hey, there we go. That's good. There we go. That's good. This is my limit. Nope, nope, nope. You gotta stay. It's required. Chinese pronunciation is its own whole other thing. Yeah, I've actually, I've heard that, like, even, like, speaking the language, your pronunciation can completely change what you're saying. It's a difficult thing to wrap your head around. Have you played the old Koei strategy games about this stuff? I have not played the strategy games, but I am a huge fan of Dynasty Warriors. Which, by the way, is not called Dynasty Warriors in the original Japanese versions. It's called Shin Son Goku Musou. Yeah, Son Goku. Son Goku is Three Kingdoms. Sen Goku is Warring States. So whenever you see Son Goku, that's based on Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Sen Goku is based on the Warring States period of Japan. It's easy to get them confused because it's just the one syllable. Son Goku? Actually, there is no Son Goku. That is a completely third one entirely. Okay. Zhou Yu was very annoyed by the words of Zhu Jin, and a fierce hatred for Zhu Liang took root in his heart. He nourished a secret resolve to make away with Zhu Liang. He continued his preparations for war, and when his troops were all mustered and ready, he went in for a farewell interview with his lord. Okay, wait. I'm pretty sure I've already read this before. Something about Zhu Jin. Zhu Liang laughing reply, I'm an adept in all sorts of fighting with food horse and chariots on marines on one, and no doubt my success. I'm not like you and your friend, only capable in one direction. Okay, yeah, I read this. Yeah. He was treacherous plot. Succeeded well, dissension sown, his rivals fell. Drunk success received. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, I already read this. I'm on 46. Stop. Is there any hentai in there? Okay, good, there's no hentai in there. Sengoku Basara is how I remember Japan as the focus. Yep. Okay, I'm probably in the middle of a chapter, so this is going to be hard. Lusu departed on his mission. Long. Okay. Did I finish this entire chapter, actually? Kanzei's reply will be read. Yeah, I finished 46 too. Wow, I'm way farther than I thought. Okay, I think I may have even read 47. Pong Tong! Oh my god, wow, I am so much farther than I thought. Yeah, Pong Tong is here. If you know Pong Tong, he did things. 48, have I read? I think I may have even read 48. So use fate will appear as the story. Oh no! Oh no! Oh man, bad omens. Okay, that's spoilers. I have not read the entirety of 48 yet. Okay. Keep your bookmarks updated to your position in the work. Oh yeah, I have a lot of hentai bookmarks too. That was a problem. So that's not going to help us avoid the hentai. Also, I should actually note, I read on both my phone and my computer, so that's not even like a super foolproof thing. Did Champ speedrun? I'm speedrunning reading. I'm speedrunning reading Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Yeah. Well, next, I didn't even, a really cool thing about this version that I'm reading online is threekingdoms.com. If anybody wants to read Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Unfortunately, the website no longer exists, but Google has archived it. You can even see up here. There's Google's cache of it. As long as you type in the URL correctly, which is just threekingdoms.com/0, like hundreds place, tens place, ones place for the chapter.htm. As long as you type in that URL exactly, Google will have an archive of the page. And they come with, like, people, like, could freely, I think you could just freely add notes. Anybody could add notes if they wanted. To any line. You add the notes on the specific line. You annotate it. It was like co-op annotations. You just have random things by people saying, in the last chapter, Pong Tong was brought up with a sudden shock when someone seized him and said of his scheme. Upon turning to look at the man, Pong Tong saw it was Zhu Shu, an old friend, and his heart revived. And Yorak said, "He didn't recognize his voice." Dark Knight says, "Zhu Shu is smart. He ranks up there with Zhao Yu and Zhu Liang. Wasn't Pong Tong said to be better in war than Zhu? Cow Cow fan says, "Yes, Zhu Liang was more skilled as a political advisor historically, while Pong Tong was a highly skilled military strategist." Double exclamation marks. If you use Chrome on your phone too, Google can sync your bookmarks. The time is 2:30 a.m. The food rations are gone because of its location in the kitchen that I'm too tired to go to. I feel great hunger, yet my stomach is full. Sleep is not an option due to Game Champ stream. Life is both wonderful and painful. Get out of my house proceeds to Strem reading. Welcome to the get out of my house, Strem. We're just gonna keep going on, boy. Geez diggity. Looking around and seeing no one near, Pong Tong said, "It would be a pity if you upset my plan. The fate of the people of all the 81 southern counties is in your hands." Zhu Shu smiled, saying, "And what of the fate of these 830,000 soldiers and horse of the north?" "Do you intend to wreck my skiing, Zhu Shu?" "I have never forgotten the kindness of Uncle Liu Bei, nor my oath to avenge the death of my mother at Cow Cow's hands." Oh god, I'm probably supposed to remember that. That's right, yeah, I remember. God, there... Maybe I should have stremmed the first 47 chapters. There's a lot of stuff they expect you to know. I have to actually look at synopses of prior chapters a lot. A big part of it is, you know, they all have foreign names that are also very similar sounding, so sometimes it's easy to get the names confused. Especially when it's hard to even pronounce the names. It makes it a little hard to commit them to memory. What was the URL of this page? threekingdoms.com. And then if you do I'll actually type it if you want to start reading right now. threekingdoms.com/001.htm. If you just type that, if you go to that URL specifically, it should bring you to the reading page for chapter 1. You cannot trust the go to next chapter links. Those ones are broken as some sort of a result of how it like cached the pages. So you have to manually enter in for each new chapter. But yeah, this is the version I've been reading. There are alternate translations, so you may want to look into other ones. Like you could even, just buy a physical book of it. This is just the version I've been using because it was the easiest to find, and it didn't look bad. Game Champ is the only living being who could stall a Strem for so long. We just getting started. Okay. I have never forgotten the kindness of Uncle Liu Bei, nor my oath to avenge the death of my mother at Cao Cao's hands. But I have said I would never think out a plan for him. So am I likely to wreck yours now, brother? But I have followed Cao Cao's army thus far, and after they shall have been defeated, good and bad will suffer alike. And how can I escape? Tell me how I can secure safety, and I sew up my lips and go away. Pong Tong smiled. If you're as high-minded as that, there is no great difficulty. Still, I wish you would instruct me. So Pong Tong whispered something in his ear, which seemed to please Xu Shu greatly, for he thanked him most cordially and took his leave. Then Pong Tong betook himself to his boat and left for the southern shore. Hey Champ, as an unbiased person, should I play Ratchet and Clank or Knack? As an unbiased I would personally go with Knack, I guess, since you've already started playing it and, finished the playthrough. Wouldn't necessarily say Knack is the better game. I've heard very bad things about the Ratchet and Clank remake. Obviously, it's not, quote-unquote, a bad game, but it's so lackluster in consideration of the fact that it's a remake. Like, they actively made the game worse, is what they did. Which, if you're going to remake a game, either make it 1, different, or 2, better. One or the other. You can't just make it worse. You can't make it the same, but worse. The narration is annoying. Oh, you don't like my narration? You're saying I couldn't read an audiobook. You're legitimately saying I couldn't read an audiobook. Oh. Okay. His friend gone, Zushu mischievously spread certain rumors in the camp, and next day were to be seen everywhere soldiers in small groups, some talking, others listening, heads together and ears stretched out, till the camps seemed to buzz. No, the Ratchet and Clank game. I love this. Okay. Oh, good. You made me feel so terrible for a second. No, I made myself feel terrible. You keep doing what you're doing. You're doing good. My dumb. My bad. I'm a bad person. Yay. Ratchet and Clank PS4 is a reimagining. Many differences. From what I understand, the majority of the differences are for the worse, and the basics of it are structured around the original game. Like the level design is largely taken from the original game, to that extent. Okay. Okay, what was I doing? Xushu was spreading rumors in the camp mischievously. Okay. Some of the officers went to Cao Cao and told him, saying, "A rumor is running around the camps that Han Sui and Ma Teng are marching from Xiliang to attack the capital." This troubled Cao Cao, who called together his advisors to council. Said he, "The only anxiety I have felt in this expedition was about..." Oh wait, I can't hear Thank you, Zano. But I can't hear the audio. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Zano, for apparently enjoying this. Some of the officers went to Cao Cao and told him, saying, "This troubled Cao Cao," said he, The only anxiety I have felt in this expedition was about the possible doings of Han Sui and Ma Tang. Now there is a rumor running among the soldiers, and though I know not whether it be true or false, it is necessary to be on one's guard. At this point, Zhu Shu said, "You have been kind enough to give me an office, sir, and I have really done nothing in return. If I may have 3,000 troops, I will march at once to San Pass and guard this entrance. If there be any pressing matter, I will report at once." "If you would do this, I should be quite at my ease. There are already troops beyond the pass who will be under your command, and now I will give you 3,000 of horse and foot, and Zong Ba shall lead the van, and march quickly." I don't know if it's Von or Van. I flip-flop between the two. I've beaten Ratchet & Clank PS4, need to 100% though. Oh, okay, so you've been playing it. And it is PS3 series mechanics with changed story, similar maps, and new weapons. Yeah, so exactly. Yeah. A big part of it, too, is the story. I mean, Ratchet & Clank 1 isn't the most bang happening of all the character developments, but it has character development, and apparently they removed the character development. At least for their main character, it's like they removed the main character's character development and like gave Captain Quark a character arc, which is also a weird thing because Captain Quark, like, the character arc carried out between multiple games in the original series. So they were like cutting off the opportunity to have him have a character arc in any sequels if they were to do them, which seems really short-sighted. Like, obviously a lot of the changes were made for the movie, but I mean, the main character's not having a character arc is kind of a problem for the movie in the first place. Oh, weren't we reading Romance of the Three Kingdoms? I don't know. Yeah, so you're gonna march to San Pass, and you got 3,000 of horse and foot, and Zong Ba is gonna lead the van. Zhu Shu took leave of the Prime Minister and left in company with Zong Ba. This was Pong Tong's scheme to secure the safety of Xu pronouncing the X's is hard. Xu Shu. A poem says, "Cao Cao marched south, but at his back there rode the fear of rear attack. Pong Tong's good counsel Xu Shu took, and thus the fish escaped the hook." Cao Cao's anxiety diminished after he had thus sent away Xu Shu. Then he rode round all the camps, first the land forces and then the naval. He boarded one of the large ships and thereupon set up his standard. The naval camps were arranged along 2 lines, and every ship carried 1,000 bows and crossbows. Okay, we getting set up. And Captain Quark just keeps talking. Look, dude, I'm trying to figure out what button to press. I don't need it. I've heard that. I'm hesitant to be mad about that because, in my experience, I love when they have background chatter while playing games. That's legitimately a thing I like. So we'll see once I play the game. The only concern for me would be is if they constantly repeat the same dialogue over and over, which even then, I'm hesitant to say that's like going to be super annoying, because I'm fine with that most of the time. But I hear it's stuff like Navi stuff where it's like, "Hey, did you hear about the tutorial? You come get a digitalizer, a pixelizer," or something like that. Oh, and I had the pixelizer spoiled for me, which I'm sad about. I like it. It is a comparison of a comic and movie version of a story. I like how stuff from the other games exists in this one. I'm a bit of a Ratchet and Clank nut. The original was my first PS2 game. It was what made me buy one. Yeah, I will have to eventually get to playing it, of course. Right now, the next Ratchet and Clank game for me to play is not All for One, PlayStation Move Heroes, which the only game for me to play PlayStation Move Heroes left is to play the last Jack and Daxter last Friday. I think they actually did change it back to Jack and Daxter. It wasn't Jack, it was Jack and Daxter. So I need to get that. And I think if I do play it, I'd probably not even record like a thing for a video on it. I just play it on my own. But PlayStation Move Heroes, oh yeah, I'd do a Dumb Fun Gaming on that. I'd find a way. I love the intermissions in audiobooks. When they start talking about Ratchet and Clank. My favorite version of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is the version where they keep having discussions about Ratchet and Clank on the side. I don't know where it came from, but I really think it adds to the pacing. PlayStation Move Heroes is the fighting game? No. PlayStation Move Heroes is like it's like a crossover shovelware thing for that was only made for the PlayStation Move controller. You know, when they were trying to be the Wii. PlayStation All-Stars is the fighting game. Which apparently that you could argue on whether or not it was shovelware. It was definitely low budget. It was low budget, and it was actually priced. It was budget priced. So complain all you want about it being lower budget than Smash. It was $40. It was a budget title game. Yeah, I love it. I'm just mad that the Zeus DLC ruined it. Kake's anxiety diminished. While Cao Cao remained with the fleet, it occurred the full moon of the 11th month of the 13th year of rebuilt tranquility, AD 208. The sky was clear. There was no wind, and the river lay unruffled. He prepared a great banquet with music, and thereto invited all his leaders. As evening drew on, the moon rose over the eastern hills in its immaculate beauty, and beneath it lay the broad belt of the river like a band of pure silk. It was a great assembly, and all the guests were clad in gorgeous silks and embroidered robes, and the arms of the fighting soldiers glittered in the moonlight. The officers, civil and military, were seated in their proper order of precedence. The setting, too, was exquisite. The southern hills were outlined as in a picture. The boundaries of Chai Song lay in the east. The river showed west as far as Xiakou. On the south lay the Fawn Mountains. On the north was the Black Forest. The view stretched wide on every side. Cao Cao's heart was jubilant, and he harangued the assembly, saying, "My one aim since I enlisted my first small band of volunteers has been the removal of evil from the state, and I have sworn to cleanse the country and restore tranquility. Now there is only left this land of the south to withstand me. I am at the head of 100 legions. I depend on you, gentlemen, and have no doubt of my final success. After I have subdued the Southland, there will be no trouble in all the country. Then we shall enjoy wealth and honor, and revel in peace." They rose in a body and expressed their appreciation, saying, "I guess I'm supposed to be 100 couple thousand people now. We trust you to may soon report complete victory, and we shall all repose in the shade of your good fortune." In his elation, Cao Cao bade the servants bring more wine, and they drank till late at night. Well, I have class tomorrow, so I should probably go. Go, leave. Go to bed. Good night. New series, Champ reads ancient literature that have video games based on them. And his elation, or wait, I already read that. Warmed and mellowed. Oh wait, I'm reading stuff that's not on screen. Warmed and mellowed, the host pointed to the south bank, saying, "Zhao Yu and Lu Su know not the appointed time. Heaven is aiding me, bringing upon them the misfortune of the desertion of their most trusted friends." O Prime Minister, say nothing of these things, lest they become known to the enemy," said Sun Yo. But the Prime Minister only laughed. "You are all my trusty friends," said he. "Both officers and humble attendants. Why should I refrain?" Pointing to Xiakou, he continued, "You do not reckon for much with your puny force, Liu Bei and Zhuzhe Liang. How foolish of you to attempt to shake the Taishan Mountains." Then, turning to his officers, he said, "I am now 54. Holy crap! hard to get a good feel for, you know, the timing of all this. Apparently, Cao Cao's 54 now. They don't just say their ages that often, so it's hard to get a good judge. Cao Cao's 54 years old now. I mean, I guess I should have figured, since he does have sons who are like leading their own. They're being commanders and stuff. So he must be, you know, getting up there in age. But wow, 54. He's in his 50s now. So we joined at like line 12, and I have no idea what it is we are doing. Would someone care to explain? Right now, there's basically been an ongoing naval sequence of battles, a sequence of naval battles. Actually, it's not even naval battles. It's the cool thing. There's been naval subterfuge between the forces of Zhou Yu, and Cao Cao. They've been like doing subterfuge. They've been like sending fake letters and getting people to pretend to defect to the other side and then give misinformation, but the other side knew that they were given misinformation, and then they like sent back double misinformation and are playing all these triple cons, and it's awesome. Right now there is a plan set up. Fong Tong has set up a plan. He got Cao Cao to connect all of his ships together, like chain them all together, because that it would help him fight seasickness. But the trick is, the Pong Tong is going to help show you. They're going to do a fire attack soon and burn Cao Cao's entire fleet with one flyer, and it's going to be awesome. But that has not happened yet. That is still waiting to happen. Cao Cao is the best name. It's actually not even pronounced Cao Cao. That's how they pronounced it in the games. It's actually, as I understand, it's closer to Cao Cao, Chow Chow, something like that. Chow Chow, Chow Chow, something like that. I don't know. Clarification, I don't know Chinese, and I really hope I'm not saying a racial slur. Something like that is what his name is. I just call him Cao Cao because that's what I'm just used to it. That's how it's written. I hope he wins whatever thing he's doing. Oh no, you don't want to root for Cao Cao. Cao Cao's the bad guy, according to the point of reference that this is written from. Remember, this is based on historical events, but is a fictionalization of those events. And the writer of this, he was known to favor Liu Bei. He's a huge Liu Bei fan, and it's very clearly shown that he paints Liu Bei as the hero and Cao Cao as a villain. It's not as clear cut as I've heard said, but it is definitely the case that you see Cao Cao doing horrible things and being called a villain for doing it. And meanwhile, Liu Bei once or twice has done some pretty horrible things, but they like just brush over it, and then the next time you see Liu Bei talking is like, "Oh, I couldn't possibly do a war. That would be dishonorable. Oh, I'm not that big on being a jerk. I'm Liu Bei. I'm the best." Obviously, he doesn't say it quite like that. What did he do? There's an early incident that really cements the kind of person Cao Cao is. Not necessarily that he's... You could argue that he's not evil for it, but I think that's the makings of evil. There's this incident. Cao Cao is... He and a friend of his are... Like, they're on the run from somewhere, and they meet up with an old acquaintance who is like a friend of Cao Cao's dad or something like that, who invites the two to stay at his house. So Cao Cao and his friend stay at this acquaintance's house, and then while they're there, the the acquaintance guy, his dad's friend, I'll call him his dad's friend. Cao Cao's dad's friend says, I don't have any good wine here. I'm gonna go out and get some good alcohol for you because, God, you're so cool, Cao Cao, and I love you. I'm gonna go get the best for you. And so then he leaves the house, and then while Cao Cao and Cao Cao's friend are hanging out there, they hear the servants at the house saying,
"Okay, so we're gonna bind him together, and then we're gonna slit his throat. Yeah, that's what we're gonna slit this pig's friggin' throat and have him bleed to death. Yeah."
And then Cao Cao's like, "Oh, you just hear that? They're gonna do some bad things." I think he was like going to the bathroom or something and overheard somebody in another room at a place he wasn't supposed to be at the time. So then Cao Cao says, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our swords. We're gonna kill everyone. Let's just kill everyone before they can kill us." So then they run over in the next room and say, "Hey, I heard that." And then boosh boosh, decapitate them all. And then immediately after decapitating everybody, he's like, "Oh, phew, that was close. That's a pig, isn't it? They were cooking pork tonight, weren't they? Were literally slitting a pig's throat because they were going to cook pork. Oh, I just did a really bad thing." Then he packs up his bags and leaves. Very awkward. And his friend, unfortunately, is like just caught in the middle of it, too. It's kind of vague on whether or not his friend joined in the slaughter or was just watching in horror. But yeah, they both leave. While they're leaving, on the road, they come across Cao Cao's dad's friend. And it's just the most awkward moment, and Cao Cao's dad's friend, he's like carrying all the super finest alcohol, and he's just like, "Well, Cao Cao, what? I just went and bought all this. Come on, you don't want any of the super cool beer and wine and stuff? Oh, it's making me real sad, Cao Cao." And Cao Cao's just like, "Oh, well, man, I couldn't. I do not want to intrude. Or, I don't want to intrude on your gracious gratitudes. I'm gonna go over in that direction right now. Really, really fast." And then they part ways and leave him to go home. But then Cao Cao immediately changes his mind, grabs his sword, turns around, and kills Cao Cao's dad's friend too. Slaughters him. And Cao Cao's friend, of course, is going like, What'd you do? Oh, we're already in the hole and now you're just doing that." And then Cao Cao's all like, No, you see, he gets back home. He sees what I did. If that happens, he's gonna know I'm a monster. He's gonna decry me to everyone. My life is ruined, and I will never be able to unify China. I'm not going to be able to unify China if everybody knows I'm a monster. Now's not a time to be making enemies. So it's better that he dies, doesn't get home. Looks like just an entire family just got slaughtered out of nowhere. Who knows what happened? Random happenstance. Let's get out of here. So yeah, that's like the first big incident where it's like, oh yeah, Cao Cao's kind of, he has a very interesting interpretation of morality. My Strem got out and I missed half of that, but I think I got the gist. Aww. Yeah, it's a really memorable moment. God, there's a lot of memorable moments in this. I'm actually thinking once I finish Romance of the Three Kingdoms of just describing, my experience reading the book and just giving Romance of the Three Kingdoms abridged, essentially. I just recently watched your Undertale playthrough and was wondering if you played Genocide. No! Actually, no, I did not. Actually, about that, is that Apiri? I can't see the names full size. Yeah, Apiri. I actually made the conscious decision not to do a genocide run. The kicker is because I don't want to get into it because that's such a huge spoiler. I do not want to get into it. Well, there's people here who probably haven't played Undertale. But Undertale is such a special circumstance that I am willing to not 100% it. Just because of what that game does. Is so unique and special that it's not worth 100%ing it. I would rather just enjoy the original playthrough. I do know what happens in Genocide too. I actually looked it up. I kind of regret looking it up because I looked it up before I actually decided not to do Genocide. Was the thing. Which probably influenced my decision, and I really regret it because I think I might have gotten more out of it if I did the Genocide. But nah, at that point I was at best wiggly hand on whether or not I'd actually do Genocide. But oh yeah, it's a really significant thing too. I want to say, just because remember, I'm a completionist. My goal in life is to complete every video game that exists. So it's a big thing for me to decide not to finish a game. I have such respect for Undertale as a video game. Like holy crap, the way that it's just so good. It's just so good. I personally wouldn't have played Genocide if it wasn't for the challenge because the fight there is really fun. Oh yeah, actually I did sort of play the final battle of that, just because for Yandere Simulator, one of the Halloween specials, they had a fully playable, like final boss battle type thing that was based on that. It is really awesome too. Undertale is so good. I appreciate it despite the hullabaloo the fans made. I have seen way more hullabaloo of people saying the fans suck than I've actually seen fans suck. I haven't seen anything about fans sucking. The worst I've seen is kids who don't understand the game but like it anyway and are get attached to the most superficial elements of it, but that's not specific to Undertale. That's everywhere. I don't know where this whole Undertale's great, but the fan base is so toxic. What? How is the fan base toxic? Where? Point me at the toxic fan base. Now I'm talking about the rampant weird porn. We have different definitions of toxic. Because, I mean, one, we have different definitions of toxic. Two, welcome to fiction. That's not specific to Undertale, let me tell you. To be honest, the Splatoon fans under your What Splatoon and Undertale Have in Common video are way worse than any Undertale fans I ever saw. The Splatoon like Splatoon fans or the people who hate Undertale? I mean, there was a lot of mixing, it was so sad to see the comments on the video because that video wasn't even about the quality of Undertale specifically. It wasn't even a review of any kind. It was like a game design thing. Their approach to game design. And the comment section is just filled with people saying, ugh, acknowledging Undertale exists? How blasé. Then the other half of the comments is, it's not as bad. But it's still just the fact that these are the majority of the comments is just so sad. It's just like, ugh, people hating Undertale. Undertale's the best. How dare you hate Undertale? Just hating Undertale is so blasé. How close are you getting to that button? What? What? I'm not sure what you mean. Which button? Wait, do you mean the the stop streaming button? Never. 0. Too much nuance for YouTube commenters. Maybe. I don't know. That feels a bit. That's not something I'd want to say. I think you're getting into too much like judging the minds of the people watching, which is like a really not a good place to get into when it comes to debates. When you're saying, my video is clearly just too nuanced for the viewers to understand. I mean, the way I see it, if your video was quote-unquote too nuanced, that's really just a way of saying you didn't explain it well enough. The banned button. Oh, you're one. Oh, no, Delta. No, I'm not going to ban you for saying facts. I only ban you for saying inconvenient facts. No, that's something everybody knows by I just assume everybody knows that by default in the chat. I mean, I don't hide it. I mean, I hide it, but I don't hide the fact that I hide it. Are we reading Romance of the Three Kingdoms? I'm 54 years old. That's how we started on this tangent. And if I get to the Southland, I shall have the wherewithal to rejoice. In the days of long ago, the patriarch Duke Quao in the South and I were good friends. Great friends. And we came to an agreement on certain matters, for I knew his 2 daughters, Elder Kiao and Younger Kiao, were lovely beyond words. Then, by some means, they became wives to Sun Se and Zhou Yu. But now my palace of rest is built on the River Zong. And victory over the Southland will mean that I marry these 2 fair women. Oh yeah, by the way, polygamy was a big thing back in ancient China. You're just sort of gonna have to get used to it. I will put them in the Bronze Bird Tower, and they shall rejoice my declining years. Yeah, polygamy and, misogyny in general were really big things in ancient China. You just kinda have to get real used to it. My desires will then be completely attained. Yeah, ancient cultures in general. So I want to clarify. Ancient cultures in general. Let's just, this is specifically ancient China because it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I'm almost concerned when it's not in ancient literature. This, yeah, that would be a little concerning because I guess, are you reading an accurate translation? He smiled at the anticipation. Du Mu, a famous poet of the Tang Dynasty, in one poem says, "A broken halberd buried in the sand, with deep rust eaten. Loud tells of ancient battles on the strand, when Cao Cao was beaten. Had eastern winds Zhou Yu's plan refused to aid, and fan the blaze, the 2 fair cows in the bronze bird's shade would have been locked at spring age." But suddenly, amid the merriment, was heard the hoarse cry of a raven flying toward the south. "Why does a raven thus cry in the night?" said Cao Cao to those about him. Oh, every single one of them is saying the same thing at the same time again. "The moon is so bright that it thinks it is day," said they, "and so it leaves its tree." Cao Cao laughed. By this time he was quite intoxicated. He set up his spear in the prow of the ship and poured a libation into the river and then drank 3 brimming goblets. As he lowered the spear, he said, "This is the spear that broke up the Yellow Scarves, captured Lu Bu, destroyed Yuan Shao, and subdued Yuan Shu, whose armies are now mine." That's basically a summary of the whole book up to now, by the way. "In the north, it reached to Liaodong, and it stretched out over the whole south. It has never failed in its task. The present scene moves me to the depths, and I will sing a song in which you shall accompany me." And so he sang. "When goblets are brimming, then sang is near birth, but life is full short and has few days of mirth. Life goes as the dewdrops fly swiftly away, beneath the glance of the glowing hearth ruler of day. Human's life may be spent in the noblest enterprise, but sorrowful thoughts in his heart oft arise. Let us wash clean away the sad thoughts that since are lewd, with bumpers of wine such as Dukong once brewed. Gone is my day of youthful fire, and still ungained is my desire. The deer feed on the level plain, and joyful call then feed again." Oh, Cow, you rhyming plain with again? Oh, you stretching there. That's actually more of a translation thing, but, you know, it's Cow's fault. It's legally Cow's fault. "My noble guests are gathered round, the air is trilled with joyful sound. Bright my future lies before me, as the moonlight on this plain, but I strive in vain to reach it. When shall I wish my wish attain? None can answer, and so sadness grips my inmost heart again. Far north and south, wide east and west, we safety seek, vain is the quest. Human's heart oft yearns for converse sweet, and my heart burns when old friends greets. The stars are paled by the full moon's light, the raven wings his southward flight, and thrice he circles round a tree, no place thereon to rest finds he. They weary not the mountains of great height, the waters deep of depth do not complain. Duke Zhou, no leisure found by day or night. Stern toil is his, who would the empire gain." The song made they sing it with him, and were all exceedingly merry, save one guest who suddenly said, I don't know who the guest is, how am I supposed to give the voice? "When the great army is on the point of battle and lives are about to be risked, why do you, O Prime Minister, speak such ill words?" Cao turned quickly toward the speaker, who was Lu Fu, Imperial Protector of Yangzhou. This Lu Fu sprang from Hefei. When first appointed to his post, he had gathered in the terrified and frightened people and restored order. He had founded schools and encouraged the people to till the land. He had long served under Cao and rendered valuable service. When Lu Fu spoke, Cao dropped his spear to the level and said, "What ill-omened words did I use?" Wait, can you read My Immortal next? I have no idea what that is. So, yes. Oh God. Oh God. You spoke of the moon paling the stars and the raven flying southward without finding a resting place. These are ill-omened words. How dare you try to belittle my endeavor, cried Cao very wrathful. Well, thanks for telling me how to read it after I already read it. And with that, he smote Lu Fu with his spear and slew him. My Immortal is an infamous Harry Potter fanfic. Wait, really? That's impressive? Wait, why is that impressive? I don't get why that is impressive. The assembly broke up, and the guests dispersed in fear and confusion. Next day, when Cao had recovered from his drunken bout, he was very grieved at what he had done. When the murdered man's son, Lu Xi, came to crave the body of his father for burial, Cao Cao wept and expressed his sorrow. Yeah, this is actually worth noting. It's been mentioned a lot in the comments. So apparently in ancient China, it was very much a thing to be in tune with your emotions. Not even just be in tune with your emotions, to exaggerate your emotions. It was like highly encouraged to exaggerate your emotions, to like as a form of courtesy, to show your emotional depth, essentially. So it's very common to see everybody crying, literally crying. In here, it makes a bit more sense. Cao Cao's just, commit a murder while he was drunk. But, you'll see it in other places where they'll straight out cry in more, slightly emotional moments. Not super hardcore emotional, but just slightly emotional. But they'll still cry because, they want to, show the depths of emotion. So it's just culturally accepted that you cry now. Cry during emotion. I want to clarify, I'm not I almost said Japan. I'm a terrible person. I'm not a China expert. I don't know this. This is tangential evidence that I've heard on the side. How many numbers, or better, how many text sections are in this? Because I really can't figure out a story yet. There are a little over 100 chapters. A little over 100 chapters. I am guilty of your father's death. I was drunk yesterday. I regret the deed exceedingly. Your father shall be interred with the honors of a minister of the highest rank. Cao Cao sent an escort of soldiers to take the body to the homeland for burial. A few days after, the two leaders of the naval force, Mao Jie and Eugene, came to say the ships were all connected together by chains as had been ordered, and all was now ready. They asked for the command to start. And actually, a period about that, it's very... There are actually... The moments that connect as a clear, sequence of story events are actually... pretty loose. It is not like normal novel storytelling that we're used to nowadays. That was actually a thing. I started reading this when I was a teenager. I was just like, what is this? Why is it just narrating everything? And I just got bored and left it. It's totally different style of writing. You just got to get used to. Very, very weird style of writing, I'd even go to say, because it really feels like a more of a jumbled assembly of events that happen one after the other than it does like a clear-cut story with character development and all that. And it's fun reading. One, you're getting a lot of insights into a whole different culture, ancient culture. And of course, the Dynasty Warriors games. That's the most important part. Understanding who all these people, well, the fictionalizations of all these people were. Understanding what the fictionalizations of these people were. And then on top of that, there are some moments that are just fun. Just really fun moments. Zhu Liang is a fun character in particular. A fun recent one, I mean. Okay, yeah. A few days after the two... Okay, so they're chaining their ships together. Yeah. Thereupon, the leaders of both land and naval forces were assembled on board a large ship in the center of the squadron to receive orders. The various armies and squadrons were distinguished by different flags. Mao Jie and Eugene led the central naval squadron with yellow flag. Zhong He, that's how I pronounce it because that's how Jim Sterling pronounces it. Zhang He, the leading squadron, red flag. Lu Qian, the rear squadron, black flag. Wen Ping, the left squadron, blue flag. And Li Tong, the right squadron, white flag. On shore, Xu Huang commanded the horsemen with red flag. Li Dian, the vanguard, black flag. Yue Jing, the left wing, blue flag. And Jia Ho Yuan, the right wing, white flag. Jia Ho Dun and Cao Hong were in reserve, and the general staff was under the leadership of Xu Chu and Zhong Liao. The other leaders were ordered to remain in camps, but ready for action. Yeah, it seemed more like he ate apples. The next day he ate tomatoes. It had no reason, but his sons like the idea of not eating apples. He loves his sons. Next day he sends his sons away to rot in the desert. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, loose jumble of events. They do connect, but it's difficult to see. But, like, what was the point of that? Like, there's a lot of moments that are just, okay, that happened. What? Why? Who cares? Of course, there are a lot of the time, actually, stuff will happen and it's like, what? Who cares? And then the characters come back later. So, it makes sense by then. But at the beginning, you have no idea why Cao Cao is eating all these apples. He just keeps eating all these apples. And what does Zhang He even have to do with these apples? Keep reading to find out next time. Actually, that's the thing. If we actually finish this chapter, we'll be able to show you. All being ready, the squadron drums beat the roll thrice, and the ship sailed out under a strong northwest wind on a trial cruise. When they got among the waves, they were found to be as steady and immovable as the dry land itself. The northern soldiers showed their delight at the absence of motion by capering and flourishing their weapons. The ships moved on, the squadrons keeping quite distinct. 50 light cruisers sailed to and fro, keeping order and urging progress. Cao Cao watched his navy from the command terrace and was delighted with their evolutions and maneuvers. Surely this meant complete victory. He ordered the recall, and the squadrons returned in perfect order to their base. Then Cao Cao went to his tent and summoned his advisors. He said, "If heaven had not been on my side, should I have got this excellent plan from the young phoenix? Now that the ships are attached firmly to each other, one may traverse the river as easily as walking on firm earth." The ships are firmly attached to each other, said Cheng Yu. But you should be prepared for an attack by fire so that they can scatter to avoid it. Wow, Cheng Yu! Real great foresight on this. Cao Cao laughed. You look a long way ahead, said he. But you see what cannot happen. I laugh at the very idea of them trying to use fire and killing me in one fell swoop. How could they possibly? Cao Cao said, anyone using fire depends upon the wind. This is now winter, and only west winds blow. You will get neither east nor south winds. I am on the northwest, and the enemy is on the southeast bank. If they use fire, they will destroy themselves. There's nothing... I have nothing to fear. If it was the 10th moon, or early spring, I would provide against fire. Dang nabbit, it's everybody talking again. The Prime Minister is indeed wise, said the others in chorus. None can equal him. With northern troops unused to shipboard, I could never have crossed the river but for this chaining plan, said Cao Cao. Then he saw 2 of the secondary leaders stand up, and they said, oh, just 2 at the same, not a whole group, but 2 at the same time. We are from the north, but we are also sailors. Pray give us a small squadron, and we will seize some of the enemy's flags and drums for you, that we may prove ourselves adepts on the water. The speakers were 2 men who had served under Yuan Chao, named Jiao Chu and Zhong Neng. I do not think naval work would suit you two, born and brought up in the earth, said Cao Cao. The southern soldiers are thoroughly accustomed to ships. You should not regard your lives as a child's plaything. They cried, If we fail, treat us according to army laws. The fighting ships are all chained together. There are only small 20-men boats free. They are unsuitable for fighting. If we took large ships, where would be the wonderful, and what will we do? No! Give us a score of the small ships, and we will take half each and go straight to the enemy's naval port. We will just seize a flag and say a leader and come home. How do they coordinate this? How do these two guys go this long saying the same set? God, this must have taken months of rehearsing. I will let you have the 20 ships and 500 of good, vigorous marines with long spears and stiff crossbows. Early tomorrow, the main fleet shall make a demonstration on the river, and I will also tell Wan Ping to support you with 30 ships. The two men retired, greatly elated. Next morning, very early, food was prepared, and at the 5th watch all was ready for a start. Then from the naval camp rolled out the drums, and the gongs clanged, as the ships moved out and took up their positions, the various flags fluttering in the morning breeze. And the two intrepid leaders, with their squadron of small scouring boats, went down the lines and out into the stream. Now a few days before the sound of Cao Cao's drums had been heard on the southern bank, Zhou Yu had watched the maneuvers of the northern fleet on the open river from the top of a hill. God, till the fleet had gone in again. So when the sound of drums was again heard, all the southern army went up the hills to watch the northern fleet. All they saw was a squadron of small ships bounding over the waves. As the northern fleet came nearer, the news was taken to Zhou Yu, who called for volunteers to go out against them. Han Dong and Zhou Tai offered themselves. They were accepted, and orders were issued to the camps to remain ready for action, but not to move till told. Han Dong and Zhou Tai sailed out each with a small squadron of 5 ships in line. The two braggarts from the north, Jiao Chu and Zhong Neng, really only trusted to their boldness and luck. Their ships came down under the powerful strokes of the oars. As they neared, the two leaders put on their heart protectors, gripped their spears, and each took his station in the prow of the leading ship of his division. Jiao Chu's ship led, and as soon as he came near enough, his troops began to shoot at Han Dong, who fended off the arrows with his buckler. Jiao Chu twirled his long spear as he engaged his opponent, but at the first thrust he was killed. His comrade Zhong Neng with the other ships was coming up with great shouts when Zhou Tai sailed up at an angle, and these two squadrons began shooting arrows at each other in clouds. Zhou Tai fended off the arrows with his shield and stood gripping his sword firmly till his ships came within a few spans of the enemy's ships, when he leaped across and cut down Zhong Neng. Zhong Neng's dead body fell into the water. Then the battle became confused, and the attacking ships rowed hard to get away. The Southerners pursued, but soon came in sight of Wen Ping's supporting fleet. Once more, the ships engaged, and the forces fought with each other. What's with Chinese classics and introducing 129,083 4124 characters per page? Oh. And thank you again, Zonopane. I want to point out, I think you've paid $10 for a dramatic reading of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, so I'm not sure why, but thank you. Okay. And actually, that actually reminds me, I need some water. I gotta grab some water. There's no way I can finish this chapter without some water, though we're near the end, too. Night nights, Zonabane. Oh god. Okay. Water's good. God, I'm taking a shower. Oh wait, I took a shower today, didn't I? Whoops. Oh no. I've been. I guess just. Yeah, my heat's not even on very hot in here. I'm just solely sweating because expenditure. Like I said, it legitimately takes a lot out of me to do. No, especially it's putting on the voice for this. Like, not only am I constantly talking for this, I have to put on that voice, and that's, it's weird. You wouldn't think until you do it that putting on a voice, like, could legitimately be a physically taxing event, but when you're focusing on it, really trying to enunciate, it becomes a big deal. Especially, long term. Also, thank you for enjoying my personality, apparently, Sonambane. Even though you basically just said you hate the content, I want to point out, which is fine. I appreciate that you told me that you hate the content. Okay, another short off-topic question. Have you played Ori and the Blind Forest? I have not played that yet. I intend to at some point because I hear the name a lot. I'm kind of surprised that apparently that game's been doing very well. It looked like just another random indie game that's just sort of around. Didn't look like it did anything super particularly unique, but I guess it's just it must just be done very well. Or maybe it does have a unique thing and I just, have been missing it. Wait, do you have like a fake voice for Strems? This is the best content. Do I have a fake voice for Strems? I mean, that's I mean that's wiggly hands? I mean, I wouldn't say this is a quote-unquote fake voice, but I'm certainly... Let me put it this way. If you met me on the street, just out of nowhere, randomly on the street, no cameras or anything, and just had a casual conversation with me, I would very likely not be speaking with the same manner that I am right now. It would probably feel like a totally different kind of thing than how I'm talking right now. Well, one thing I want to make clear: I'm an introvert. I have trouble having basic conversations with people. In general, so not only would I not talk the same if you came across me on the streets, I would probably have difficulty actually keeping the conversation and trying not to seem rude. But yeah, with a stream, it's just such a different atmosphere is the big thing. And also just in general, the fact that usually there isn't anybody else talking on it. And if there are, just the fact that there's the different atmosphere, the idea that there's like an audience out there, a whole audience watching, it changes the dynamic a lot. There's a thing, tate mai. It's a Japanese word, and it's an idea. I hate that we don't have a word for it in English, because it's a thing that everybody does. Tate mai. Tate mai. It basically means built up surface or face or something like that. And what it is like the idea that you don't when you interact with people, in the real world, you go out and you're talking to them, you never show them your true self. You are putting on a mask. You're giving on the approximation of you have like this idea of who is Game Champ, who is this Game Champ person, and then you represent that idea of Game Champ in your head as you go out in your everyday life and talk to people. You're representing that idea of Game Champ. You're not really your real self. You're it's projecting. It's projecting this personality that you've built up. It's not really like the quote unquote real you. I'd even go so as far to say that it's not even really possible to express the quote unquote real you. That's something that only the individual can ever know. You can't get inside their head. There's always going to be some level of, I don't want to say deception because that makes it sound like it's a calculated negative thing, but it's really just more the way that like the brain and the body in general functions, you know, like how it deals with social situations. But so there's like this sort of deception over who you really are and how you represent yourself. It's not necessarily that you lie about who you are. It's just that the very act of projecting yourself is informing a public personality. Like it just takes a lot of actual legitimate effort to do. And once you've got this personality formed, you gotta sort of stick with it. It's difficult to change, but it does change. It does change, and you've got different tatemais based on the current atmosphere. That's where I started at. So the game champ that I live as my normal everyday life when I'm walking on the street is different from the game champ that when I'm talking to my friends. It's a completely different game champ from when I'm talking to my family. It's a completely different game champ from when I'm on live streams. It's a completely different game champ from when I'm talking in a video. I mean, that's the thing people point out a lot. That your voice sounds so different in the streams than it does in the video. I'm literally putting on a different voice because it's just such a different. Like I'm not even really doing that consciously. It's just for the videos I try to put on the game champ persona that is like just linked with the videos, and on the stream I'm putting on the game champ persona that's linked with the streams. It's not even a super conscious thing. So we're playing Persona next? Yeah, I bet. I can't even remember, but I bet Persona deals with that. Persona's all about the social. I don't know exactly what it's called, but social existentialism, I guess. Existentialism as far as it is related to your social relationships. I don't know what that is. This is really interesting as a concept in general, and also towards like the concept of audience and creator in general. Oh yeah, it definitely plays a big role in the whole quote unquote audience creator thing, because just the person that you're talking to, both the atmosphere you're talking to them in and the person you're talking to, like their relationship to you, is going to greatly change what kind of a person you are around them. What kind of a person you are in this specific conversation. I was reading Romance of Three Kingdoms. Oops. Dang nabbit. Zon Neng? They were doing things, supporting fleet. They were fighting each other. And Zong Neng died. Bye, Zong Neng. Li with his officers stood on the summit of a mountain and watched his own and enemy ships out on the river. The flags and the ensigns were all in perfect order. Then he saw Wen Ping and his own fleets engaged in battle, and soon it was evident that the former was not a match for his own sailors. Wen Ping turned about to retire. Han Dong and Zhou Tai pursued. Zhou Yu, fearing lest his sailors should go too far, then hoisted the white flag of recall. To his officers, Zhou Yu said, "Oh, I can't do Zhou Yu's voice. I have a really great voice in my head for Zhou Yu. but it is one of those voice I cannot even imitate. All, because I love it. I can't even remember who it was that I got to do his voice. Oh yeah, it's the voice that I got for Zhou is crap. What's his name? Prince. What's his face from Voltron? The Prince guy from Voltron. I forgot his name, but I got that. I got that guy's voice actor to do the voice for Zhou. I think it fits. About Ori, if you want to look if the game could be something for you, don't watch the trailer. Oh God, oh no, I never, no, Apiri, don't worry about that. I am Prince Loader, yeah, Prince Loader, yeah, and I can't do his voice. And yeah, Apiri, I'm very big on, if a game is worth playing, it's worth, I'm not sure how to describe it, but, you know, just do a first playthrough. Like, make your first playthrough be how you experience the game. It's pronounced Lotar? No, it isn't. It's pronounced Lotor. Come on. Suit, come on. Yeah, but Prince Loader, yeah. The masts of the northern ships stand thick as reeds. What is that? What is that noise? The masts of the northern... No, the masts of the... The masts of the... The masts of the northern ship... I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to... I want to do the voice, but I can't. The masts of the northern... The masts of the northern... The masts of the northern ship... Prince Lodor, no! I'm sorry, I failed you. The masts of the northern ships stand thick as reeds. Cao Cao himself is full of wiles. How can we destroy him? No one replied, for just then the great yellow flag that flapped in the breeze in the middle of Cao Cao's fleet suddenly fell into the river. Zhou Yu laughed. That is a bad omen, said he. Then an extra violent blast of wind came by, and the waves rose high and beat upon the bank. A corner of his own flag flicked Zhou Yu on the cheek, and suddenly a thought flashed through his mind. Zhou Yu uttered a loud cry, staggered, and fell backward. They picked him up. There was blood upon his lips, and he was unconscious. Presently, however, he revived. And once he laughed, then gave a cry. This is hard to ensure a victory. Zhou Yu's fate will appear as the story unfolds. The end! That's it! So Romance of the Three Kingdoms does this thing. Every single chapter, every single one ends on a cliffhanger. Every single one! Breaking Bad learned a trick or two from these guys. Like, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Zhou Yu. It's not... A corner of his own flag flicked him on the cheek. A corner of his flag flicked him on the cheek. And he had a thought in his mind. He had a loud cry, staggered, and fell backward. And he had blood on his lips. So we... Oh, hey, let's see what the people say about this. Guan Ping. He seems rather sickly. Oh, really? That's all... I expected them to have something to say about it. Oh, well. That's it. Yeah, he was mentally attacked by drama. Well, it's not so much that. I believe what they're going for with this is like it's like a sort of a divine sign, because one thing to make very clear in Romance of the Three Kingdoms, this is a fictionalization, so like divine happenstances happen for real. Like they very much take like omens as like legitimate scientifically accurate evidence of things that will come to unfold in the future. So that's why there's that whole thing just a little bit up there. One of Cao Cao's flags on one of Cao Cao's ships fell into the river. And that is a bad omen. That implies, you know, oh, Cao Cao's flag fell down? Oh, that means bad things gonna happen to Cao Cao tonight. And so, like, yeah, so the omens are a big thing here. It's to the point that having an advisor who can correctly interpret omens is extremely important, because that will win you battles. Let me Guinness my Apple story. You better Guinness your Apple story. Speaking of the Guinness Book of World Records, wow, Billy Mitchell got removed from Twin Galaxies. I was not expecting that after a million years. Like, I mean, I expected the Donkey Kong score in particular to get removed. And I expected he would, if he were going to submit in the future, that he would have to, that they would require very strict, like, proof. But I did not expect them to ban him outright. That was amazing. Quote unquote amazing. It's sad. I want to clarify. I'm not going like, oh yeah, awesome. Billy Mitchell got banned. Nice. Shows him a 1, 2, what for? Like, don't be like that. It's bad things happening to people you don't like is still a bad thing happening. Be happy that the people who were cheated by Billy Mitchell cheating, you know, are like, it's finally being recognized that they'd been cheated and they can get the recognition they deserved. But don't be happy that a bad thing happened to Billy Mitchell. I don't like that. I don't like that way of thinking at all. So it gets to me when stuff like this happens, like, yeah, Billy Mitchell's banned, and like the majority of stuff, rather than people saying, yay, now Twin Galaxies has shown that they're a bit more serious about controlling cheating on their platform, rather than being positive like that, and yay, you know, Steve Weavy gets you know, recognition for having the first 1,000,000 points Donkey Kong score now. The majority of the message is, yeah, great, a bad thing happened to Billy Mitchell. And I'm not saying that that bad thing shouldn't have happened to Billy Mitchell. I mean, if he was cheating, being banned seems like, what can you do? But to be happy about the fact he's getting banned, I don't think that's something to be happy about. Something can be the best option and not be a happy option. Twin Galaxies was one of the first big gaming sites, right? But basically, I'm not sure if it was a quote-unquote site at first, or how exactly it originally formed, but yeah, it was a very prolific, like, high score tracking community, essentially, and got recognized as the, like, officially, quote unquote official. There's nobody who actually gets to decide whether or not anything is official. The idea of officiality is a lie. The people who say they're official are the ones who decide what's official. All it takes is saying that you're official first and having enough people agree with you. But yeah, they're the quote-unquote official high score tracking websites. Which actually, a big thing about Twin Galaxies is that they've had like management and cheating issues in the past. Like, not very well organized. Honestly, go look at their website. Their website is horrid. Their website is like It's terrible. It not only does it look like a website from a couple decades ago, it looks like a badly designed website from a couple decades ago. But yeah, but basically, yeah, they were really well known back in the arcade days. Yeah, they sort of faded in relevance over the years. I think they do track scores for modern games, but nobody goes to Twin Galaxies to compete for high scores in modern games there. You know, like the speedrun community, like, of course, they go to websites like speedrun.com instead. They basically figured it is better to police ourselves than to have Twin Galaxies police us, because Twin Galaxies has established they're not very good at policing. Late night streams just turn into life advice with Champ. Oh no, what have I done? I ended the stream about 2 hours ago, ostensibly. Whoops. Whoops. It looks okay to me. Not great, but not a GeoCities nightmare. I gotta disagree. It does not look okay to me. It looks terrible. They need a complete redesign, complete rehaul. And I wish if they took a note from Cyberscore and implemented like some sort of a metagame to it, that might be enough to get me to start submitting scores to Twin Galaxies. But I think without the metagame, it's just kind of boring. I don't care that much. But Chimp, you should really consider playing Ori now that if the sequel is coming and it's not long and expensive, it's a great experience. Expensive? I own it! What are you talking about up here? I own it! The only thing that's stopping me from playing is the fact that I'm not playing it. It's a great experience, and I think it could suit you, since it's inspired by Zelda, Mario, Super Meat Boy, and Rayman. Really? Huh. I didn't expect those genres. The dead wife has shown up. Wait, what? Wait, did I miss something? I think I missed something. And also, we've been having fun tonight on this late night. Strem Talks, reading Romance of Three Kingdoms, Chapter 48. Thank you for helping me get through Romance of Three Kingdoms, Chapter 48. We probably finished it in about the same amount of time that I could have probably finished Chapter 50 by now. But, you know, it was fun. It was fun. We got to have fun. So I'm happy. YouTube filtered your videos out of my subscriptions. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. Basically, I'm just going to have to do a lot of VG myths in a row to get it to recommend people again. Because basically, the way YouTube's recommendations work, like, it will... If it sees that people aren't watching my uploads very often, it will actively choose not to show you my uploads. Even if you look at your subscriptions, it will decide... well, Game Champ did upload this video, but that last Yu-Gi-Oh video didn't get many views. So, you know, it's probably in the viewer's best interest that we just pretend he didn't upload that. And a really concerning thing, too, though. The one thing that YouTube has that, like, is, like, the you know, it's a feature that, as far as I understood it, was there to intentionally ensure that users can counter the recommendation system. Is with the notification bell. Yeah, exactly. Jason just brought up the notification bell. I've been getting tons of comments on my videos that YouTube did not notify them, even though they have the bell turned on. YouTube has basically backtracked, and now the whole point of the double subscription, where you will always get notifications for that YouTuber, regardless of what YouTube thinks, will now choose not to show you those videos that you specifically say that you want to see no matter what, based on what YouTube thinks. Why do we have the bell in the first place again? Remind me? Subscription is suggesting that you'd like to see that person's videos. And now bell is suggesting that you'd like to see that person's videos, and then you sort of poke YouTube again and say, hey, that would make me somewhat happy if that happened. And there's no option to just, I want to see all their videos. We need a YouTube competitor. There is actually one that I looked at that looked kind of neat. But the stickler is, from what I was reading, it was kind of hard to get information. But it's like a cryptocurrency-based thing? That's really weird. It actually measures videos in monetary gain, which is something I don't like. I do like the idea of doing the whole cryptocurrency thing where like they get paid based on viewership like automatically with the cryptocurrency, but they go a bit too full on the yes, it's a money-making platform thing for like it feels really weird. But it looked really good. There was one. I can't remember what the name was. I've actually legitimately thought about uploading videos there. The stickler about it is, though, on that website, you only make money in the first 7 days. After the first 7 days that a video has been up, it will stay up there, but it will no longer accrue revenue. And to me, that just like a big part of why I like YouTube as like a potential income source is because you can create a backlog. You can actually reach a point eventually where you can take a break for a couple months and you will not stop receiving paychecks during those couple months. You will continue to receive paychecks because you still have all the content you've accrued over several years that's still being actively watched. The longer you're in it, the like safer you are. Like it becomes passive revenue, and that's this. I don't want to get too big into quote unquote making money. That's a weird subject to get into, but there's one thing. It's actually a thing that George Trombley said, and I fully wholeheartedly agreed. I just never thought about it yet. If you really the best way to make income is passive revenue. If it's hard to get started, but if you can start getting passive revenue, that's like the best possible income, because you are free. You'll become free to do what you want. Like running a YouTube channel is like a big passive income thing. You can do what you want, and it will contribute to that passive income that you're going to be making over time. But you don't have to worry about right now, this exact moment. If you don't do this work, then you will not get paid and you will not be able to pay your bills. It adds on a level of stability that you don't get with just work now, get paid now. I forget what it's called. There's a specific word for it. You should get paid always. They're still making money. Actually, about that suit, I should clarify. This platform is 100% ad-free. It is a cryptocurrency that the cryptocurrency generates based on activity. So they're technically not actually paying you. They are distributing the cryptocurrency to you in exchange for the social activity. So their operating costs are only the costs of keeping the platform there. And I'm not sure exactly how they handle that. But basically they're pulling a long con with the cryptocurrency, essentially. They're banking on distributing the cryptocurrency, getting people to use that cryptocurrency as a currency. And by doing that, the value of that cryptocurrency increases, and since they control the cryptocurrency, that they will. Well, I said control. Generally, the way cryptocurrencies work, they're not supposed to have much control. That kind of destroys the point. But I'm not big on science, so I don't know exactly to the depths it goes. But basically, they have the cryptocurrency, whatever cryptocurrency that they haven't already given out, and they're able to profit based on that. Yeah, but of course, the big thing is it looks... One, it feels really shady and weird the way they literally show the amount of money a video has made, like as one of the basic statistics on the video publicly right there. That to me is like shouting get rich quick scheme. That's the one big stickler. I have fallen into websites that are very terrible get rich quick schemes. And the one thing I can tell you real quick straight out, if they have dollar signs prominently featured on the website anywhere, extremely risky, be ludicrously skeptical, probably a good idea to get out right now. And if they have dollar signs prominently and then they ask for your personal information, get out. Your personal information is valuable. If they ask for money? No, that's just the obvious. Oh, okay, this is a scam. Get out. Yeah. I'm sorry. I've been getting way too far into this. By the way, thank you, Zeshin, for the Shamrock. By the way, I should probably mention that. Thank you. Yeah, it's very late actually. What is it? Yeah, oh God. It's 2 a.m. I should be asleep right now. I've been getting back on a good sleep schedule, and I'd like to get back onto being back on that sleep schedule. I am going to... Well, first I'm starving, so I'm going to just grab something to eat for dinner real quick. And I'm going to bed. Thank you very much for everybody who hung out here. Let's remove that so that I don't have to worry about hentai. How many people do we have? 15? Wow. It's kind of neat that even though I'm just not doing anything, we can still keep in the double digits. I like that. Yeah, but thank you for keeping me company. It means a lot. Like it means a lot even just thinking about way back in the day when there was just literally streaming to 0 people. At best, having Shouty watching, but sometimes Shouty wasn't even here. So just streaming to just the number 0 and just having to try and keep it going. And of course, the thing is, you didn't even deserve viewers back then because you suck. At least we all did nothing together. Yeah. You're right. Okay, I'm pressing the button now. Have fun with dead wife, Delta. Night.